Can you guys hear me? Am I being heard? Can you guys hear me fine? I gotta make sure everything works fine. What's going on, guys? Waiting for the rest of the people to join. We got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes and waiting for them to join. Yeah, I'll show you guys. This is what I'm rocking with right now. Look, I got the blanket. I got the
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and
talk to you guys in a minute.
Get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals. All on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got man, let's switch that up.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that going. Keep that going.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gonna hold you, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for you. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rings. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals. All on Twitter, but I'm anti-social. Love my city, but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that up.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do?
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm just
Keep that.
All right, guys. King is in the house. Say something, King.
No.
Oh no. Okay, so he's not saying nothing. I
I'm not
guess
gonna say a word.
I guess we got a rebel king today. This should be interesting. Tell me if you guys hear us fine, and we will see you here in a couple minutes.
Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't want to be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they want to compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got, nah, let's switch that.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
is-
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got, nah, let's switch that.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
is-
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got, nah, let's switch that.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
is-
stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. That's, whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I'm addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment. They call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got, nah, let's switch that.
What is you
What I
doing?
wanna do
Don't
is-
stop. Nah, that was
I'm just
Keep
super
that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Whew. Let's do that again. Hear ye, man. Welcome to the show. If you would not mind, go ahead and find yourself a spot, get comfortable, grab a snack, do all that good stuff that we need to do, and we're about to get started. It's not important who I am. What's important is that you are pulling up to the Iron Lords podcast right now as we speak, and I guess I'm here to keep you entertained until it's time to get this show started. So look. Y'all done messed up and turned me to an animal. And haters be swearing they real, but come to find out that they really mechanical. And yeah, I be eating these rappers, but that's all a part of me being a cannibal. And they say I'm better than money because you can bank on me being accountable. I know a million rappers that don't wanna be on a song with me, that's understandable. I kill a beat and they wanna compare me to Freddie and Jason. I'd rather be Hannibal. They be like, why use a video game? Just be original, y'all too dramatical. I know it's random, but I am addicted to flipping the sample and making it flammable. This is that yoga, fire, flame. They think it's arson up in the apartment, they call it department and I get the blame. Still I be running, collecting them rains. You just a target when I'm in the range. I was the hardest to start regardless back when you was messaging people on AIM. Check my vocals, all on Twitter but I'm anti-social. Love my city but I'm still bi-coastal. I got let's switch that.
What is you doing?
What I wanna do.
Don't stop. Nah, that was dope.
I'm
Keep
just
that,
super
keep that, keep that going, keep that going. Nah, go ahead.
Look, I guess you could say that I'm very spoiled. For them to be your dogs, they ain't very loyal. But I ain't gon' hold ya, I ain't here to boil you. You ain't gotta say it, I'm embarrassed for ya. Always been a nerd, never been a loser. Making Voltron with a gang of cougars. And I'm going places, better tell a Uber. Cause it's pretty hard to sleep on Freddy Krueger. Whew. Let's do that again.
No.
I'ma just chill and watch them and eat snacks in the attic. I wanted to chill with the pack and be like a young whoop, but then they would mistake me for addict. If I can imagine it's cool to give you some advice, then invite your girl to your squadron. Cause if you don't give her that option, you gon' be single player like Sovereign. You gon' get tossed in the bushes by King David. Royalty and not a pretender. Detrimental to an elemental, what's an avatar to a knee bender? I gotta be me though. I know it's my destiny, word to Carnito. Who cares if you fly, if you still a mosquito? You swear you ain't stunting, but really be Steve-O. You like to collect stuff and that's cool, but I got bad news. Even if you really was that dude, King David still be the king of the statues. Since a juvenile, I've been cursed with a curse to be musical. And if you hate it, we'll meet in the crucible. Other than that, then it's cool and it's beautiful. We let you know that your dreams are pursuable. Whatever you wanna do, then it's doable. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle on the Lord's Day. Woo. If you got work on a Sunday, it's suitable. Cause you can listen to this in your cubicle
That
on
was
the
my
Lord's
whole
Day.
viewpoint of it. I'm looking at it and I'm just
What's
like,
going on, guys? We are here.
wait a second. We are in the middle of a conversation, and you just gonna do that?
I
You're just
told
gonna cut
you.
us off,
I
dude.
literally told you I was
Yeah, but
unmuting.
But what
Listen,
time do
the
we
other
stop?
host of this podcast
Exactly.
usually says,
And he's
hot
not
mics,
here.
Hot mics, hot
Yeah,
mics.
He's not here.
Yeah,
We
but
could have been talking about the wildest
The-
stuff right there.
and you wildin'.
We have attified this podcast, okay?
Oh no! Well, first,
Why?
wait,
Why?
I am the host. I am the host.
Listen, Snuggie Master.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. What is that thing called? It's a snuggie.
We ain't out here letting the Snuggie people rule. So that's not a thing today.
It's
again,
easy to
when
complain
Cog
from
is not
outside
here-
the club because you can't get in.
Listen, when Cog ain't here, anybody can get a Snuggie. I got a Snuggie in the next room. Nobody's doing that, bro. All right, nobody's doing that live on there.
Yeah, where's your members only jacket?
Yeah,
Where's that?
Facts. Nah, no, that gives off I have cat vibes. That's what that gives off.
That gives off its cold in my room vibe. Stop it with the how this be turned into a cat.
It's the middle of July. It cannot
And
be
I
that
have
close.
an AC.
Nah, sounds like you got cats, son.
What's that thing from what was that movie with the
SMH Cog takes off
What?
look what happens in Atchi.
it was the
it's
the
about to
super
get nuts
chat
out
thing.
here,
I don't. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
Sav didn't hear it because he didn't log into the ILP account.
Yeah, I don't have that. So
Okay, then I'll just pause it. I'll just pause
get
it.
her out of here. Get her out of here.
He's
At least till I leave.
He's on an active rebellion, son.
Well,
Active rebellion.
I'm just mute it because I don't want, because if I pause it, it will play from now. So I'm just mute it.
Okay, that way it's ready to go once I
Where's Forte? Forte will be here momentarily. But like I said, what's that? Captain Phillips, where he's like, I'm the captain now. That's what's going on, man.
Captain Phillips. So
I am the host.
Crackhead pirate.
Whatever, man.
Crackhead?
Whatever.
The crackhead pirate.
The crackhead pirate. I am the captain.
I am the captain now.
Nah, we're good with that.
Nah, it don't matter because I got all the keys to the kingdom, King.
That's nice. I actually control the show over here too. I can actually mute you. You forget, unlike Saul, I complied, right? So I do have control too.
To be fair, I wasn't here when all this happened, but
well, yeah. This is
either way, though, I prefer to be left out of it. So keep me out.
This is true. Anyway, back to what me and Saul was talking about before we were so rudely interrupted. By the,
because it's not like we got a show to go or anything.
the Snuggie host out here with a Snuggie on. How dare you have a lavender Snuggie?
Yeah, I know, right? You can't even have like they got a lavender one, like a powder
why you
lavender
hating?
one.
Yeah.
Too.
Why are you hating?
I got a real black and red Snuggie, and you got a lavender.
So hold on. We got to complete it.
Looking like the Phantom, like
Yeah. What's that dude? The hood from the Disney show. Do you look like the hood?
Darkwing Duck.
Nah, yo, you crazy. Son. You call him Darkwing Duck. I think that's more appropriate.
So
I was talking about Ironheart, the series, but all right. So yeah, let's get to the intros. Go, Snuggie.
intros. This is Addict File. You think Addict does intros?
Wow.
What's going on, you guys? This is the ILP Addict, hosted and produced by addicts. Today we're gonna be talking about Donkey Kong Bonanza, Death Stranding sales, talk about that ROG Ally leaked price, and whether or not Xbox is burning because they shut down the Xbox TV and movie section. We got Solve. Read the super chats. What's going on, Solve?
That is the worst intro. Yo, first of all.
What's funny is I actually had intros till you demanded me to do intros. Now I don't. I don't have intros
so you
anymore.
don't have the intros now once you got commanded to do intros.
Nah.
Well, nah. We gonna give it to you. You gonna give it this Solve's intro. We're gonna give you Solve's intro. Let me see what I can come up with real quick off the top. Let me give that. The combative of AI, the smoothest voice in the streets, the linguistics of all linguistics, the messiah of Xbox and PC. I give you Lord Sovereign. Lord Sovereign is frozen.
Wow. Look at that. Look, you got him up out of there. You got him up out of there. So hold up.
Was you because you got the
Nah,
control.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. But you know what I did for you, King? I let your best friend make your intro, ChatGPT.
Go for it.
Straight from the Iron Lords podcast throne room, King David brings the fire every time he speaks with new raw passion, savage humor, and zero chill when it comes to gaming takes. Whatever he's roasting the industry or defending his crown, you know you're in for a wild ride when King grabs that mic. Bow down and brace yourself for King David because he entered the building.
Good. Now, as I take over as host and kick
You ain't taking over as host, okay? It's already been... Look, I have already put my flag down. What's that? The thing on the moon? It's already put my flag down. It's too late.
Think we went there too, huh? All right.
We went there too. Well, okay, hold on. How about this? I will set $10 for if we get 10 $5 super chats, I will let you take the host because I got to see the realm want you to be host because I like to believe that they all got a little mustard in their veins. Okay,
first of all, none of them got no mustard in their veins. They don't ride with you. They not on that time, son. I'm gonna tell you right now. They down with what I'm talking about, and what I'm talking about It's Donkey Kong Bananza. Yeah, Death Stranding sales. Now you know that's my type, my topic. You already know where we're going with that. ROG Ally. Yeah. Prices did leak, but those are fake prices leaking. And Xbox TV and movies. Now, really, do we?
I just went over the topics. Why are you doing it?
but
You
see,
acting
I'm
like
the
you,
host.
but you
I'm the
acting
host.
like you the host and you not.
I'm the host though, but I'm the host. I think I'm the host, so therefore the host happens.
Look, until I see the realm speak, you sit down. You sit down, buddy.
Listen, honestly, in all seriousness, what the hell happened to Saul?
I have no clue.
All right, yo, so check it out. So yesterday, anybody got a chance to see the fights? You saw Daniel Dubois versus Usyk, Alexander Usyk. And I had picked Alexander Usyk by knockout. I thought the first fight with Daniel Dubois was up for debate. So then, honestly, the second fight, I thought Usyk, because the first fight, Usyk had a lot on the mind with the war and all that other stuff that was going on. So I thought Alexander was going to have a great showing of himself. Very early on, he let the heavyweight tire himself out, and Alexander got to what Alexander does, punching from punches and bunches, punches and angles, and, you know, he dropped Dubois and got Dubois out of there. Now, we got a chance to see the Pacquiao fight last night with Pacquiao versus Mario Barrios. It's very hard seeing an old champion go up against younger champions that they would have demolished in their time. And it's the fact that, you know, Father Time is undefeated. Manny looked like he had glimpses of himself, but he couldn't sustain it. But Manny did go all 12 rounds with Mario Barrios. And I didn't think that Pacquiao did enough to actually take the title, and I didn't feel that Mario Barrios actually did enough to lose the title. I thought the decision was perfect. It was a unanimous draw, with one judge having Mario's winning. I think Pacquiao really needs to pick the people that he fights accordingly in his advanced age if he's going to consider continuing. I would advise against it, but you can't advise against somebody making that much amount of money and telling them, well, you can't fight. And knowing how he spent his money in his early years, given to his country, paying for his political position, and so on and so on. So it sucks to see champions come back in that advanced stage and get here. So,
Look at that. The chat agrees with me. Addicts is remaining host, man. Look at that. Look at that. Don't want no needless dudes hosting. Hashtag Addict Show. Someone member chat, not Addict. I'm enjoying the Addict Show.
Well, facts of the matter is that's Donald Taku. He doesn't count.
Oh, he
All
doesn't
right, so
count. So you
he
just
doesn't
taking
count.
away his voice.
But the fact that Donald Taco even super chatted understands that he's in peril. He knows that his knees is up for grabs because he made a stupid bet. I know when he looked back at that bet, he was like, "Oh, why did I even say that?" And he didn't realize that they didn't have Grand Theft Auto 5 from 2017. So please, bro, you damn sure ain't getting 6, and y'all can't do 5. And he got hopes because he heard Horse Balls was going to be going to the Switch too. Listen, play Donkey Kong and be happy. Why ain't you happy with Donkey Kong? Like, why are you shooting for the stars? Just stay low, shoot for the earth, and you're not gonna miss. That's it. That's the Switch. Even though Digital Foundry just came out and told you the Switch is showing its age, it just got here and it's looking like Pacquiao in the face. On God and them, son, if you don't get up out of here with all that Grand Theft Auto 6, I'm not listening to you. You should have put $3 more on top of that so I could be host, so I can let you know you're not coming in here because you have a Switch 2 on.
Hey, I'm the host, my dude. If I want him in here, it is a click away because I'm the host. And the realm agrees.
Addict. As I have my melon, I care not what you say. I will take it by force, like Xbox will do this year when they take all the PlayStation games come October. That's what you'll get when I'm the host.
Yeah, we'll get to we'll get to the Donkey Kong later on in the show. Man. I did. I don't know what's going on with Saul, but I sent him for some backup. All right, so there's a lot of stuff that's going on this week, man. I actually no, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say. I will be being able to talk about in the next couple days when I could talk about the game that I'm playing. Right now, I still can't. Made the content for it though, so hopefully you guys will enjoy the content when it comes out. But what you been playing, King? You know, I've been seeing you've been doing a lot of stuff over there on the frontline gaming. Yeah, he has this new thing where like he's pretty much trying to bully me into playing him at Demon Slayer, and I think it's kind of it's unfair that he's doing this. Like this man, this man just came out of nowhere and said, "I'ma put a goal for me and Addict to play," and didn't even consult me first.
Well, first of all, I don't have to consult you if it's a challenge, and I'm gonna beat you behind. That's all that is. So there's no consulting necessary when I'm gonna fight you. Like, who announces that? Like, what anime have you been watching that people announce?
So me playing on the other side isn't relevant to the conversation.
No, I'm gonna beat you up.
If you're a challenge, you just have to accept.
That's it. All. Once that goal is hit, I'm gonna bust you upside your forehead. That's all. So, we can do this the easy way, the hard way. So it's up to you. But the problem with you is you think that you can control an ass whooping. Pause. I'm sorry. But so what I've been playing this week? I've been playing Demon Slayer 1. All right, because we did the interview for Demon Slayer 2, and that was so much fun. The play testing of it. So got to give a shout out to Sega. Sega gifted us with the complete package on Demon Slayer 1. That is phenomenal. So I'm playing that right now. Now, that stream cannot be monetized for whatever reason, because I think it plays a lot of music from the anime or something like that. So they immediately tell me, you're getting no money from this. But it's not like I get money from that channel anyway. It doesn't even matter. So I'm just having fun doing that. Y'all saw Fight Night Fridays. We went crazy. We had a great time. The new season is out in Marvel Rivals. Now, we do have a contingent that is upset that we're playing Marvel Rivals, right? So the contingent is saying, we got to do something different. They want to play WWE wrestling. So I said, I'm not buying that crap. And if somebody wants me to play it, then you better gift it to me. But I think they want to play the old one, and they just want to have some. One dude said, I'm not going to play unless Ravish and Rick Rude is in it.
I think we got last year's, if I remember correctly.
So, if we got it, I'm going to play it. And I just didn't want to, though. Like, I don't like wrestling games anymore. It's not like back in the days when we used to play on the Nintendo 64 and we was all inside the house, or we was playing on the PlayStation. It's just, I don't know. I think the luster has left for me.
It doesn't feel the same, even though, like, that ECW
I think your mic is coming from a second source.
Oh, come on, man. This is what I get for calling Addicts Darkwing Duck. Like, this is,
see, I told you.
I got
banned your
sniped.
mic.
Oh, no.
You banned your mic. It sounds like you in the corner. Yeah, you fixed it. You found it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah. So I don't know the storylines no more. I do kind of like that guy Roman Reigns, and then I'm looking at him. I'm like, back in the days, remember Hunter Helmsley before he became Triple H? That's kind of what he looks like to me. He looks like a depowered character. I don't know. So I gotta see. I don't know. I gotta see who these characters are. I don't see any, like, if you're gonna be a wrestler, you got to be a strong looking wrestler to me. Pause. I don't like these little whack wrestlers. I don't like regular people. So if it's me, like, look at me. That's like me running out on the ropes with my tank top on, like, yay. That's not happening, son. Turn the channel. Let's go to something else. So that's not it. So, but if somebody want to play it, if the team want to play it, then I got no choice but to play it, because members dictate pace. Yeah, I think you clicked in a little bit. I don't know. Say something, sorry.
No, I'm not ready.
Oh my God!
Jesus, I'm not ready.
That's why you're not the host, son.
I am the host. See, how does it feel to lose to this dude to be the host? How does it feel?
Kassav, he got a powered Snuggie on.
Yeah.
He got
How does it feel? No, I need to hear that, King, because you're losing in the chat right now.
No, you won. I am not.
We set it to the lowest denominator in the chat.
Listen.
Scream.
Okay, how about now? Better.
Yeah, it sounds way better. Okay. Yo, look at what he's wearing.
What are you wearing, bro? What animal did you skin to wear?
On everything I love, I know what your kink is.
I can't even identify this though.
That's a kink, bro.
Yeah, you're furry. That's it. You're officially a furry. And then you have one on top of the other one, looking like a deranged velveteen rabbit.
Nah, you look like one of those wizard cards you making fun of, son.
I had to put on my crown. Okay,
What
That
is
is
this?
wild, what that is.
What character is this?
This is from Towerborn.
From Towerborn.
Towerborn.
How did you get that?
Shout out to Xbox for this.
It got to be Xbox sent that to you, son. It got to be
Well,
Xbox.
so I can't just buy something because I like it.
No.
I certainly hope not.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. Now you gotta say how you got it. I don't care. You gotta disclose it. No. I gotta know who I'm rooming with in Japan, son. I gotta know what's up. I
First
gotta know
off,
I'm going into a
You
trap,
gonna wake up draped in that?
bro. Wake up dressed like Grimace, son. I'm not messing with this dude.
Look at that. Addict is the king we deserve, man.
Is that one opinion?
No, that's Don Utaku, because Don Utaku is mad because Switch 2 is not getting Grand Theft Auto 6.
Oh, that's not happening.
His knees is on the line soft. He jumped in.
Chill. When did this
week,
bet happen? I missed this one. Damn,
last
Don.
week. Yo, I said you ain't even get 5 yet. How you gonna get 6?
I gotta respect it though. That's king like energy, yo. That is a jumped shark if I ever heard one. But
real quick, because I know we're in the intros. King, what's my chat telling me on Adfarina? You tried to get me to sign up for meetblacksonly.com or something like that?
Oh, first of all, that was me.
What's going on?
That wasn't me.
People in the chat say they tried to. You said you tried to get me to sign up for it.
No. So that was members. Members said they wanted you to sign up for meetsblacks.com.
Chill.
Listen. What is it? thefarmersdaughter.com and Christian Mingle. They wanted him to sign up for all of those. So I'm like, buddy.
I can imagine Addy going to Christian Mingle and just going there. Ain't not a religious bone in this man's body.
And he's in there like, yeah, I know Jesus.
I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Yo, and he come in his furry wizard suit.
Yeah.
Hey, don't be making fun of me.
I thought it was Chris Chan Mingle. Chris Chan.
All right, so
I thought it was four Chan Mingle.
4chan Mingle.
Solve, man. What you been playing, man? You get on them Stick City this week?
I never get to play, but I made time for the Kong, baby. I made some time for the Kong. I was the first one to get the game because I happened to go to, one of our illustrious mom and pop shops here in the city.
And I'm glad you had to do an update.
No, actually, it worked right off the rip. So thankfully, the entire game is on the disc. So, but when we talk about it later, I'm sure that I'm still like the least furthest in the game because I know how these two play.
No. I'm way behind, bro. It's been.
I think I'm like 6 hours in.
Well, we'll talk about it, but there's certain games that when they capture me, I end up going sideways and left and not doing what the game's telling me to do. That's this game. So
I can't wait to get to that topic. Well, why don't we just start up the topic, Addict?
Start up the topic. I'm the host, okay? So stop with this
how many chats do we get?
It's
bro?
over. You got like 10 minutes to get 6 chats. It's a wrap. The realm has spoken.
You know what's funny? I got these weak little mustard hearts will come in and put like $2 in,
and they doing that just to stay away from that $5.
just to keep you in power. This is disgusting. I love each and every last one of you.
I'm surprised you ain't screaming recount. I want to recount.
Is this your king? Look at your king, son. This is what you want?
Yo, they said VC Maverick says wearing a West Virginian bear suit.
This is Yo King.
Yeah, this is he said when Luca is popping, I'm not listening. I'm not watching this, man. I'm not watching this, man.
Yes.
He don't care that it's gonna be 2 frames per second. He's hot.
Yeah.
All right.
So
you want me to read these super chats?
yeah, let me get my intro and then
Okay,
You
yeah.
don't get no intro.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I am the king. Okay. If anything, you don't get an intro. All right.
Well, I gotta say your intro, son. Let me say your
Okay.
intro.
Say my intro.
All
I'm
right,
scared.
all right.
I'm scared. Actually.
The leader of the mustard heart, the soggy assassin that's always wearing.
Imagine
some
me on the
type of
battlefield
snuggie.
with this. Rush my mustard hearts.
How you gonna interrupt my intro for you, bro? King of the
Yes,
furries, with his silent shows that only fans know. I give you Lord Mustard Heart, Attic.
I appreciate King for his amazing intro today. It's been a crazy week. You know, I've been playing a lot, playing Donkey Kong, playing another game, which is funny.
Dressed like that.
Yeah, exactly, dressed like this.
Could you imagine walking in the room and he got a Switch 2 in his hand, dressed like that?
Like this.
You just close the door, son.
This is why they don't take us seriously. This
Yo,
is
he on his stomach.
This is exactly what you would see. This is exactly what you would see.
Yeah, that's so I'm almost there. So you almost done, son. We're gonna get you up out of here.
You still got 4 left, man. You calm yourself.
Nope, that one right there counted as 2.
No, it don't.
And the other one
I'm
counted.
the king. I'm the king. It
Say
doesn't.
that.
It
Hell
doesn't.
no, stop playing like
We
that.
need 10 $5 higher super chats. I'm the king.
Yeah, but he gave you a 10, and that was a 5.
I'm the king.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that. I'm going
The
back.
goal
at these. Hold on,
says
that's a
6
5.
out of 10.
Listen,
I'm
that's
the
another,
king.
Listen, that's another 10. That counts as another.
I love how
ain't
you act
messing
like
with
you get a final say.
Yeah, and that's a 5 right there. Nah. We not watching you.
I'm
You-
the king.
You playing dirty.
Forte,
pool,
how you feel about the king's choice of appearance?
He has no clothes on. He's
Forte
disgusting.
about to walk out the same door he walked in. He's like, I'm out of here, dude.
So,
He turned around and looked at the window.
so me and King will probably be streaming in the next couple weeks. We're going to be streaming the first Demon Slayer. Apparently, I don't know. Did you meet your goal?
No,
Okay, so we might
because they don't
play it.
They don't care about you.
Yeah, well, obviously, they maybe they don't care about you. You the one that ain't host right now.
This is true.
Yeah, so it is what
they don't
it
believe you,
is.
though.
It
They
is
don't believe
what
you,
it
though.
is.
They trying to spare you about
How them numbers moving? How they looking?
They for King, it's not much. But all right, so playing that, I got a game that
You know damn well I got one more super chat left.
no,
and
you
he's
got
got
4. You got 4.
No, I don't. No,
You
I
got
don't.
4.
Those $10 count says 2, B, and I'm watching you. You
They-
discussing. You
They
playing
they
dirty
did
pool.
till about 10 minutes ago.
You playing hot dirty pool.
Hey,
You
when
disgusting.
you are in
Well, it's not
control,
dirty.
you can do what you want. But right now, I'm the one in control.
AKW,
okay?
that's right. King the host for him. Get him out of here, son. That's
So,
right.
been playing
You're
that.
done. I'm the host. Where's my crown?
What I will say is, first off, I want to thank everyone for coming and pulling up for Cog's reactions. They're doing really well on TikTok. Cog can front, but I think he liking some Naruto a little bit. I think maybe he don't like Naruto. Or
He hasn't seen Naruto get busy.
He really hasn't. Like
Yeah, he
he's
hasn't.
only seen Naruto be a support character.
Yeah, he hasn't seen this. The reason why I get so upset because there's no way that you can watch that series and don't have respect for them, especially as teens. Right? They're teens and they came from middle school and they graduated, but then when they become an adult, I mean the progression and growth and maturity of the characters from the beginning. For him setting a goal as a kid, as an orphan, to become the Hokage. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. That's the lessons that you learn. Him not giving up on his friend, all those type of things. He's not invested in it. So him getting small dosage of fights is really him out of his element. So I can't really blame Cog too much. But from somebody that actually watched all of them, and I watch animes from the beginning to the end, all the seasons. If y'all saw me watch Kaiju Black. No, Kaiju no baby. I keep saying Kaiju Black, bro.
Kaiju
No,
Black.
because of Black Kaiju.
That sounds like a different type of movie.
Yeah, I know you like that stuff too, freaky. Anyway, so from watching that was my last one I just watched. And getting to see the writing. I think I fell in love with this anime's writing, and sometimes anime gets a bad rap. And I don't like him perpetuating that stigma.
So let me ask a question though. When they mature and they're not teens anymore, they're mature. Are the fits the same? Are he's still rocking the orange jumpsuit tracksuit?
Well, his father rocked the like a colorful jacket.
I'm not about that. I can't.
A lot of the ninjas wear different. Like, okay, so they're from the Leaf Village.
Right,
in
right.
autumn the leaves are orange,
Mm-hmm.
right? So how can you see this ninja in the orange?
Right. So they mix
right?
it. Okay, I can't.
Right.
I
So
can't.
you got green ninjas. You got different color ninjas that depending on whatever the circumstance.
And what's funny is the
sometimes
definition of
Naruto have
the
different-
definition of a ninja is someone that just blends in with his surroundings.
Facts. Like, so I mean, I can't fight him on what he's saying with his fit is. I understand Cog wants a traditional ninja fit.
So
even though you like in a Ninja Gaiden and that's a skin tight leather suit.
It's not leather,
saying,
right? I don't
bro.
think it's leather.
Yeah, see, look,
Thi- This is Naruto's dad, Minato. This is his fit.
Okay.
You went to your monitor, bro.
No, it's good on mine.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, you guys can't see it?
No,
I just see your desktop.
I see your desktop.
Well, let me switch it real quick. So this is Minato. All right, is that better?
And his father is like the fastest Hokage who ever lived. But,
Yeah, this is Minato.
yeah. So
Some real
So what would you-
public fits right there, bro.
yeah, I'm
So
I'm
hold
not
on,
gonna-
are we clowning on this fit? Is that what you're saying?
It's
Like,
just look,
bro,
I'm a
he's-
traditional ninja dude. These don't look like traditional ninjas to me.
Saab is phony, son. He's down with
I'm not about this.
Yeah, I'm not
I've
trying
never
to
been about
convert you.
this.
I can't.
So y'all
convert
want everything to look the same.
Yeah.
No, I just want to look like a ninja. I'm sorry, I don't look like a ninja. Like you just
Forte,
look like a ninja.
I can't take the
Be any,
slander.
those,
B.
don't
I
don't
can't
don't
do it.
call
I
them.
just try to-
It might be fire. Don't call them ninjas.
so
Just don't call them
Bro.
ninjas.
What do you
It's-
mean? Don't call them ninja. They
Wait.
doing ninjutsu.
you know
I'll
what's
call him
funny?
ninjas.
Cog's calling everyone. Well, I love why he's not here. I love that he's not here. Cog's calling everyone sorcerers when literally Shinobi. I was editing content. He's using ninjutsu. Like
That's fine, but he looks
that
like a
is
ninja
not
while doing it, so
fine.
that's fine.
Go look up
Wait,
the
so-
go.
so
No, hold
what's
up.
it-
No. Wait. We ain't playing this. We ain't playing this. Go look up.
If you look like you belong in Diagon Alley and not in the middle of a ninja village, then you're not a
But
ninja.
you-
Go.
So
No,
you
hold on.
want
No,
all
let me
ninjas
speak
to
real
look
quick.
the same.
Go look up Ninja Gaiden. Go look up Ninja
If
Gaiden 4.
Harry
Go look
Potter
up Shinobi.
did ninjutsu,
King.
he would not be a ninja.
King.
He'd still be Harry
King.
Potter.
Go look up Ninja Gaiden. Go look up Shinobi. Is any of that stealth?
No.
Just-
Wait,
but
Harry
wait, have
Potter
I
doesn't-
said?
Harry
Have
Potter
I
doesn't
said?
wear a
Have I
sorcerer's
said?
hat.
Have
He's
I
just
said?
talking about traditional garb. That's what he's talking
Garb,
about.
exactly. No, forget about all that. It doesn't all have to be stealth. I played the first ninja games that I played were not about stealth.
Yeah.
They were about straight up
It's
action.
addict. All right. What you're not hearing is they're talking about the clothing, and the only reason why they're clowning on the clothing because they can't clown on the skills and they can't.
Someone
clown on
said
anything
we
else.
tell in Japan what a ninja looks like.
Yeah, like,
Damn right.
bro. I'm just.
How are
like,
you guys gonna gatekeep Japan on what ninjas look like?
I'm at a loss for words. Like we really watched Super Ninjas, and each ninja had different colors. You had fire ninjas, you had the water ninjas, you had the tree ninjas, and I'm just like, these dudes are gonna really act like we
Yeah,
do
you
that.
know what's funny? To be fair, Ninja Scroll, none of them look like ninjas either.
Exactly. So I'm like,
That's what I'm
y'all
saying.
just-
This is very
y'all just
selective
hating to be
behavior.
hating.
Very selective behavior.
Naruto is not of my time, and I don't like them teenifying these ninjas, man. I don't like this. I'm
But
not
that's
about
their
this.
culture. If their
Yeah.
culture is of growing up and they become ninjas, this is a job. Like literally, that's their job. Like they go to school, they go to ninja school, and in ninja school they learn how to be better ninjas, to get up and be productive in society, to be ninjas.
Hey, but
job.
King, I bet you if they threw in that dude from Ninja Gaiden and he had a whole thing about how he became who he was, bet you $10 they would have nothing to say about that. He could be a teenager and everything. They'd be 100% with that. They'd be sitting there every Saturday morning with their feet up watching it.
I was never a fan of when he came out in a butt naked ninja suit. Son, I'm good with that, son. And he's just the most tightest forming ninja suit. Nothing's baggy. None of it. It's just, and he's wearing latex leather. And he's jumping through the city fighting demons. And y'all sitting here like, yo, this is dope. And I'm like, that's
but
not
it's still not
though.
macho. Listen, I think ninja. I think Shokazugi. That's ninja to me.
Right. I agree with
that's
you.
That's ninja to me. Anything that deviates from that, really, it's gonna depend on the game.
Anime here. Come on, man.
Anime, I just feel it's been dumbed down, man. I could be totally wrong. I could be totally
wrong. You're absolutely wrong.
Yeah, wrong.
And I know, but like
wrong.
old anime, to be fair, old anime looked cool. It didn't animate well. Like it wasn't.
But this animation.
We got
looks
4
really
minutes. King has 4 minutes. Become the
I already
host.
met that goal.
You got
already
one.
met the goal. You just haven't been updating it.
No, you got one. You need one.
I'm not listening to you no more.
Hey, it's not my fault that the realm has spoken.
It's those ears on your head, son.
What
and until you say where you
these?
got that from, we're not respecting you with the eyeballs and the ears looking like that. That's wild, dirty business, son. Absolutely disgusting. Look like you've been swallowed by an orange frog. It's crazy. Pause. Absolutely bad business, son. I'm out of here.
Yeah, that is foul. That is so foul.
Let's get Forte Forte. What you been playing this week?
Please go put the Sailor Moon outfit back on. Do that.
Back. See, we done, son. Thank you, bro.
Host.
I appreciate this, Forte. So let's get rid of this. And getting merging realms, having the super temp, the Lord with the most, Yoshi himself, that brings the automatic voice and then dynamic background. My man is the first stop and the last stop at GameStop. I give you Lord Forte. How you doing, brother? And what you been doing this week? You're muted.
Dawn Otaku, you said my 2 super chats were negative votes. It doesn't work that way. You let me down by donating $5. You should have just did $3. You let me down by donating $5. And now, because of your foolishness, King is running wild. Okay.
Hey, yo, Don Otaku, you know exactly what you're doing. Secretly, you don't like Attic, and you really like me. So, Forte, you fix your mic? You back at it? Talk to me, sir.
That's right. He was talking just fine when I was host. I was just saying.
There you go.
He was talking just fine when I was host.
This right here.
It's because King took over. It's because King took over.
You muted him and you try to silence my man. You're gonna cut that out.
Yeah, man. I got to ask one question. Like, what in the ferret is going on here?
Told you.
I mean, it could be a ferret. I don't know.
Bro, what furry did you skin?
Told you.
That's what I said.
Someone said the furry king has fallen.
What Red Dead 2 animal did you skin?
What fox did you come across?
I
want that skin.
What do you mean? You mean this?
Oh,
that's
no.
wild, business.
Wildin', bro.
I'm glad they did not send that to me, because if they'd have sent that to me, I would have not.
Yo, that's it. The line would not have been held after that.
Don't keep talking because Cog has 1 too.
Return back to send. Both of y'all gonna be the.
Well, technically, Cog's color is blue because he sent me the orange one.
Y'all got matching.
What's funny is that Cog been mad quiet about this. He's not brought this up, not mentioned this at all.
He was like, "You want a Snuggie that?" He's like, "You want a Snuggie that was sent to me?" And I was like, "Sure." And now you see, I have. Well, I'm not the throne anymore. King has, derailed me out of that. He led the witness though, so it is what it is.
The fact that you and Cog be matching Snuggies at night when y'all be playing Towerborn is disgusting.
That's crazy.
What is that from?
Tower board, apparently.
Xbox sent you that?
That's what we said.
Send it to Cog. It was for him and Maddie, but Maddie don't want to play it.
Man,
Maddie knows better. He's like, nah, I'm not doing this too.
they gave you a full fit.
So did. All right. So what you been playing, Forte?
Oh man, what I've been playing. You know, guess what, King?
I guess I'll take over and be the host because
I am
King's not talking.
I am not Zero Forte anymore. I am not Zero Forte anymore.
Oh my God!
I got 7 hours in.
Oh man, that's what's
7.
Up.
Probably more than King.
By the way. No, I think King is way further than me. King been streaming almost every night.
Yeah, but tell me, Forte.
I have gripes.
Yeah.
I have gripes with the game. Mostly stuff that irritates me as I play it in the beginning, and I know it's the tutorial area.
Right.
But the fact that I'm walking past all these vehicles that I can't get in and drive, and I'm like, I gotta carry this person. Where's my presidential detail? I'm out here by myself.
Nah, that's a wrap, man. You don't get that one. You don't get that anymore.
Attacked by BTs, the river trying to kill me every 2 seconds.
Yep.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I never said the game was bad. I just never played the game. I just never found a reason to want to play it.
Right.
But bro, that was a fun game to play with, especially if you're playing it with people watching you. It is something different. They also like to trick you a lot by making you feel like you're playing the game and you're not. Because I remember there was like a 45-minute window where I was like, dang, I haven't done anything but listen to people talk for like 45 minutes.
Facts, right? Movies.
I was like, wait a minute. And the thing is, they trick you by, you're in the back of the car or the back of the truck, and it has you looking around with the camera, but you really can't do anything but look around. But then next thing you know, it's like, man, this is like an extended cutscene. But I will say, the game is fun. It definitely is fun. You have to I don't know if I could do it and play the game by myself, like sitting there, like without interaction from other people and like looking at chat while I'm doing it, because I think I would get bored. But I also know I'm at the part of the game where everything starts picking up now because I made it through the tutorial. I'm on my way to the first part. Everybody keeps saying like, bro, the action is about to kick up now. So I'm definitely going to go back and stream more of it. And I did 2 different streams. And so far, the only thing I don't like about it is the fact that I'm looking at all these vehicles and I'm like, bro, are you serious? Saying I can't take that truck.
All that changes at some point in time.
I know it's changed because I already at the last checkpoint I had to do, there was a motorcycle that you had to get a power cell for, and I wasn't able to use because I didn't have one at that point. So
you got to fabricate it.
Yeah, you got to fabricate it. So I will say, the menus and stuff, I was like, man, why do I have to go through all these freaking menus to do all this stuff? And then I just realized, I said, just skip this stuff. Just get back out there, start, picking up packages. I will tell you the funnest thing I've ever in my life. I had like 15 packages on my back. I think right now I can hold 120, like 160 kilograms.
Right.
I was like walking with probably like 130, maybe 135.
Oh, you was walking slow as hell.
Oh, bro. I was like swaying left and right. And then I decided to cross this river and not put a bridge down.
All your packages went down rivers.
Bro, listen. I'm walking and I'm holding both triggers so I can sturdy myself. Yeah. And I'm walking across the river, step by step, and all of a sudden I lose balance. I fall. Every package that I had on my back is going down river. It is the most incredible. Like, if you go check out the stream, it's on DPS. It's towards the end of the last stream I did, bro. My packages I was like, oh my God, my packages. I felt like I was a person that worked for FedEx, and if I didn't get these packages, my job was gone.
The same thing happened to me. And then immediately after, Timefall happened. I was like, oh no, my package is done.
Yeah.
Bro.
I was
But
tight.
you can
dude.
save them though. You can save the packages as far as bringing them back.
So
Yeah.
as I'm falling and I'm like, oh my God, I'm falling. The packages are like in front of me. I'm sliding down, trying to get up because the river is taking me down the downstream. I'm like, get up. I stop. I get up. I pick up 3 or more packages. I start trying to get more of my packages. I fall again. And then more of my packages fall. I'm like, this is wild. And then all of a sudden, I get all my, at least I assumed I got all my packages. I go back and I go deliver the packages after a long, hard day's work. And that thing had the nerve to tell me that you have a partial delivery. And
Yeah,
I was like,
because,
what do
yeah.
you mean partial delivery? And it says you have 5 or 6 of the mandatory ones that you had to bring. And I looked on the mini map
And it was out there.
and I saw it going downstream. I had to almost go almost as far as I came to get that one package. And on the way to get this package, I get attacked by a BT.
Oh man.
But
But you got the package though.
oh no, yeah. After, dude,
All right,
I had
so
to-
let me ask
I
this
had to-
question.
I had to lock in to get past this BT, so I didn't have a void out to get this package to bring back.
All right. So
go
let me
ahead.
get to the question.
Go
All right.
ahead.
So my whole argument about the game had nothing to do with the gameplay or the game or nothing like that, right?
No, yeah, I know. I
Okay.
know.
All right. So that instance when he had to take that individual, and this is, I don't even want to spoil it for somebody that didn't even play it yet, which
Yes.
this has been a while, right? But anyway, the calling of him to get to that person
Yeah.
was kind of bizarre in the beginning because you really was like, why is this person calling him
Right.
to show
me.
up, right?
You're right. Yeah.
And then you find out what that person is and what that person means.
Yep.
And then that the person expires right there.
Yep.
And they were in a simulation because they were placating her just to get him there,
Yep.
to get him to take that situation. Did you feel the gravitas with the words and the sound and the meaning and everything, what it meant for him to take that person to that place? Did you get that?
No,
and
no.
understand why?
No, I understood why. I was sitting there like, this is pretty deep.
Right.
I said, this is pretty deep. I mean, like they expire right on your chest.
Facts.
So, and I was sitting there like, and then once you accomplish that feat, then you come to find, and then the other shoe drops, and you're just like, such and such needs to see you, and I'm like, huh? What did I just do?
Yeah.
And then you find out it goes even deeper, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see what's going on. But yeah, I did feel the gravitas of that scenario. I was starting to think in my mind, like, this means more than what this actually is. And to that point, I 100% agree with you. Now, I never said that the heavens opened in the game. Somebody in the chat said that, and we just used that as a launching pad.
Oh, no, that
into
was you.
into the conversation.
Yeah.
So I still didn't get to the point where I feel like it's the greatest game, but I can see why people like and adore, because as much as the story is super convoluted, but if you're not willing to open up your mind to the point of what they're trying to do, you won't get it until you get further in the game. I kind of understood like what the situation was.
Right.
I just have to see it through to actually get that experience that a lot of other people have with the game going on. But like I said, the biggest thing with the game was as soon as I took on the mission, I started looking around and I just started making fun of it. And that's when I was like, dude, I literally have to do this by myself. And I can't take none of these cars. And then taking this body to the incinerator was one of the craziest things that happened in the very beginning of the game. Yeah. All the way down to the point where you finally do it, and then you have the about to have the void out and stuff.
Yeah.
It was pretty crazy.
Let's break protocol. $5 super chat from AFW said, so Forte.
AKW.
Oh, AKW. So if Forte, if things go south with GameStop now, you say you could work for FedEx because you played Death Stranding.
Yeah, discussed it.
Bro, those packages meant everything to me, man. I was like, yo, these packages.
Well, then right there, you're disqualified because they don't give two shits about our packages.
I care. I care about my packages, especially when they were of no. The funny thing is, everybody in the street was like, use your ladder. Don't go in the water while your stamina is low. Don't do this. Don't do that. And I will say that this is the only thing, because Slow-Mo was playing. He was in the stream with me, like in Discord while we were playing it. So I'm going back and forth with him about a lot of stuff, and we're just joking around with it. But once, because it got to the point where it's like, this is how you know I actually started liking the game, because it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then Slow-Mo was like, yo, I'm about to get ready to go to bed. I was like, cool. And I wanted to finish the part that I was doing. And I was like, okay, I'll do this. And then after I'm done, and it was like another hour and a half.
Yep.
Once I got a chance to focus in and not have somebody else there kind of like
distracting you.
I actually started realizing, I said, oh, I have not been using the right bumper to like scan the area all the time to see where
you haven't been doing a lot of stuff that he gives to your disposal.
And then I didn't pay attention to my stamina meter getting in the water and stuff like that. And then that was the first time, like once he left, not saying that he was like, I love that Slumber was there because he made it fun.
Right.
But once he had left, every time I fought a BT, I literally everything restarted for me.
Right.
But once he was gone, I figured it out. I was like, okay,
I know
this
is what I'm supposed to do.
This is what I'm supposed to do. And that was when I was going to get that lost package. I'm like, bro, I got to go get this package. I got to get away from this BT. I got to figure out what I need to do. And then all the gameplay mechanics started making more sense to me because I actually was like paying real attention to what was going on.
And I think that's what he wants you to do from the beginning of the game. This is the reason why you have those cutscenes. And there's a thing there that I have a theory, and I don't know if this theory is true, but when I finish the game, I'll figure it out. But the fact that Sam doesn't have a belly button and he had to take the person that supposedly brought him into this world to her final resting place. The metaphor and her bringing you into the world and you taking her out of the world is kind of crazy within itself. But you're taking that journey to take her to that crematorium where she took the journey with you to bring you into this life. But the fact that he doesn't have a belly button leads me to believe that either he's a clone of her original child, or that he's a synthetic being that isn't really real because he has jewels on him. So that thought process of it to me was astounding. In that very early on, he left you with that. Now you played it with people and you were distracted. I played it totally alone. But also I'm looking at some of the aesthetics that are being used, and those are Masonic tradition aesthetics that they're being used. And I'm like, this guy is giving too much information too early on for individuals that aren't inclined to catch it. And I'm just like, not even talking about the gameplay aspect of the game. I think the gameplay aspect of the game is nuanced and great. There's some stuff that's bad, and I'm pretty sure that he fixes it in the second one, because I was kind of pissed off that I wasn't able to use a vehicle as well. But later on, when I'm able to use a vehicle, I choose not to for some stupid reason. And I decide to walk my journey all the way there. So I'm glad that you got a chance to play it. I do got to go back and look at your stream.
It's pretty crazy. And then like the thing with every time you plug up into the BB, and you get, it's like
flashbacks.
Those flashbacks, and I'm sitting there like, is this him?
I see. That's the thing that we don't know.
I love how everything about Death Stranding is how you perceive it. Like,
it is. It's different perceptions.
He's always. It's always a flashback of. Is it the beast?
That's his inner child. That's his inner child.
But
that's why he literally puts him in his throat. and this is what I can't deal with him. All the stuff that King is explaining, I fully understand.
Yeah.
Even so, miss me with that. Miss me with it completely. See, King and I are different. King has always been a ponderer. He ponders his place in the universe. He ponders his place. He does that. He thinks. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't. I just don't. I'm here. I do what I need to do. I react to the things that I experience in life. I react according to what I've learned in life, right?
Right.
I don't sit there being like, but what if I was this? And I don't do that. King is pensive in that way. So
Yes.
I knew when he didn't play this game when it came out, he was gigging on it. I was like, this is a console war thing. As soon as it's on the platform he wants to play, he's gonna play it, and he's gonna realize that it's a him game because it is a King game because of all that. See, my thing with him is that I don't like the fact that Kojima is he takes so long to get to the point of things.
Yes.
Because he has to over explain stuff that conceptually is simple. And I don't find that to be, there are parts of his game design that are brilliant. And then this is the stuff that I'm like, no, like, bro, you need an editor in the room. Somebody be like, hey, there is a simpler, more impactful way to say this and do this. And he's like, nah, we're going to take the road this way. We're going all the way around. And I'm going to slap you over the head with a slapjack for you to understand it. I'm like, I like subtlety in games. I like games that show emotion, that show things with the language of the game, with whatever the gameplay itself, that it explains itself in that way. And when you do have the cutscenes, and I will never take this away from him, his ability to create cinematics and the impact of his cinematics are unrivaled. They are long-winded like the rest of his storytelling.
Oh my God!
But I don't take that away from him. But I love it when a game, especially now, the graphic fidelity that we see from him, like when little subtleties in like a character's expressions or whatever show you what the emotion is in that moment, show you what's going on in their head in that moment. And like, it feels like sometimes he has those things at his disposal and uses them well, but he still feels the need to have to take this roundabout way to tell you something that I think conceptually is pretty simple. It's simple. And I'm just like, it would be more impactful if you just cut it down and made it more simple.
Let's get to these super chats.
He said, I don't want to hear any more.
No. I just felt that I think this conversation could be better handled with Death Stranding 2 sales, and we can talk about that.
Well, but that's it. Like again, gameplay wise, everything that he does is weird and interesting, and I appreciate it because you don't see that in gameplay. You just don't. I'll never take that away from him. But
how far are we? How far can you go back to the super chats?
I got them on.
Okay, cool.
I believe so.
I think the first one was Hollywood Rules.
Yeah, I got that.
All right,
okay. Cool. We got Hollywood Rules, $2 super chat. Shaking my head. Cog takes off, and look what happens. Anarchy. Things have been resolved. We're good. We're back.
That's
Everything's
right. Got back to it, son.
Then we have Brand MCK31, $2 super chat. Holy shit. This is off to a good start. OMFG. Yes.
No. You don't have it.
So
all right. So
there
Hollywood
was another.
Rules, let me get that. Put my glasses on. Hollywood
I'll be right back. I gotta go pick my daughter. My daughter is at work. I gotta go get her real quick. I'll be back.
Okay, cool.
No doubt. Hollywood Rules, $2 super chat. Laugh my butt off. I can't have WV Grimace hosting. Web Dave, $2 super chat. All hell the king, the host with the most. Talk that S.
No. I have all of that. That's just further down. It's just further down. You don't have the beginning.
It's more before that?
Yeah.
Don't you love how he's like, I gotta make sure we get the ones that's talking about me.
Shut up.
No, I have it from the beginning. Don't worry.
All right, cool.
So the holy sheet, right? I got that. Then we got Hollywood Rules. Why Attic look like West Virginia Grimace? $2 super chat. Then we have CR Wimpy, $5 super chat. I see King's shoulders. He better watch out.
Hey, yo. First of all, stop looking at these. These ain't ready yet.
Then we got the other Taco, $2 super chat. What do you call a king with no knees? David. He's stupid.
That's disgusting.
Then we got Hollywood Rules again, $5 super chat, just to let King host. So he's put in his bid. Apparently it was successful. Then we have Jean-Michael, member for 3 Buzzlord Bronze. Nah, King, I'm enjoying the Attic show. Too late. You should have enjoyed more.
Sorry, Sheen.
Then we have Donna Taco once again, $2 super chat. Don't want no kneeless dudes hosting. Hashtag Attic Show.
Donna Taco's a mess.
Then we got Hollywood Rules once again, $2 super chat. Can't have West Virginia Grimace hosting. Jesus, West Virginia Grimace. Then we have Web Dave, $2 super chat. All hail the king, the host with the most. Yes, fire. Thank you. Web Dave. Then we have Donald Taku once again, $5 super chat. All I know is that Nintendo just made a game on a tablet that Xbox couldn't pull off with the power of 10 Xbox Ones in the cloud. We will discuss.
Brody.
Then we got Decado, $10 super chat. Captain King, have the drunk with Power One walk the plank. He sounded drunk there. Then we have CR Wimpy, $5, Crimpy, $5 super chat. Hey King, I'm your favorite warrior, and I don't think you can hang with Addict. Oh my goodness.
Facts. I'm gonna beat the brakes off him.
And we have Donald Taku, $2 super chat. Addict is the king we deserve. Hashtag no Davidity.
That is a crazy way of saying his name.
That's mad disgusting.
And then we have Donald Taku again, $5 super chat.
That's the one.
When Lucia's popping ass at 20 FPS on the Switch 2, you about to be Mr. 97%. How you gonna have negative knees? How does that feel? Let me know, dude.
I'm glad you said that $5 because that was the one that put me over the top. Diddy Kong.
Then we have legendary Yobi, $10 super chat. Hashtag peace, love, life. Oh, he comes in peace this week. Shout out to Yobi. Then we have AKW, £5 super chat. King is the host for me. Oh, well, got your wish. Got your wish. Then we have Mac22, TH54, $5 super chat. All hail the King David. Shout out. Then we got Kai Batu in the chat. I don't know what Kai said. I got jumped. Kai Batu, $2 super chat. Hashtag Naruto sorcerers for life.
Yo, really, Kai Batu?
He likes that. I don't know. I think he's repping that. He's got to be repping, yo.
I hope he's repping it.
Then we have Happy Sunday to my NYC. This Hollywood Rules once again, $5 super chat. Happy Sunday to my NYC and Purple West Virginia cousins on the deck grilling while this cogless anarchy ensues. Wishing my boys a great show. Salute King. Hashtag no PS6. Shout out. Then we got Big Papi Senpai, $5 super chat. I got you, King. I guess it worked. It worked. Right. Then we have done a Taku, $2 super chat.
Sabotage.
My 2 super chats were negative votes for King. Doesn't work that way, sir.
This guy's ridiculous, son.
There we go. Hollywood Rules, $2 super chat. I need the COG anime slander. Oh, he will be back in full force next week.
Sovereign got you.
I definitely got you. I definitely got you. But you don't have my reactions yet.
Yeah, you better keep your mouth shut before they come after you next.
I don't think he got the time. I would never even say that though, unless you want to see reactions in the closet.
Facts. It's gonna be in like my basement office. With all kinds of machinery going off in the background. Then we got Hollywood Rule, $2 super chat. Sho Kazugi shaking his head at that crap. Facts. He's like, what is this?
Wow. Put live action against cartoons.
AKW 5 super chat. So Forte, you already read this. So if Forte, if things go south with GameStop, now you can say you work for FedEx because you played DS. Shout out to AKW.
So King, since you're the host.
That's right. We're going to do that.
So we have videos we have to play of Cog, and he's
okay.
Because we got to do what I'm dressing up as. I think this right here is good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think this is fine. So, Saul, do you have what you want me to dress up as?
This is terrible, bro.
Do I? Damn.
Oh, we got to put up what we want Cog to be?
No, what you want me to be.
Oh, you.
Cog already did Cogly. He's doing Cogly.
Okay. He's Cogly, which he should. I think he's getting this week. Arrives this week.
Yeah. So
and my costume. We had a democratic process last week. I'm not feeling that people paying allows you to undermine this entire process. This is not good.
I'm gonna tell you what I want you to be.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna play Cog's video, and then when we come back, the other lords will play theirs. Now, we don't have a fourth person, so. Drop some super chats in the chat what you want me to wear, and we will do a poll off of whatever is in the super chats too. So I'm going to go ahead and mute us, and we'll be back after this. Now, Cog told me, though, because I ain't seen these. Cog told me the first one, you can only really hear the other person. That's why he gave me a second one that you can hear him. Blame Cog, not me. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm being at, but we're about to find out.
NFL Canton, Ohio. We got our man Darren in the building, aka Temper Temperate. And we're doing that road to Tokyo. And let's do something. Costume for Lord Attic. So what's it going to be?
Well, he's real interested in that tail that you had when you were wearing the costume.
You always talk about shake that tail cause and all that good stuff. So I just figured there's a good tail for him to shake. How about you be the little mermaid and to do what you do on ILP Road to Tokyo. Hashtag I got you. It's gonna be on. Yeah, wait.
The first one was pretty bad. So
now I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna change mine.
hold up. Yeah. Don't talk, guys. I gotta play them again.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing. I'll put mine in the chat. I'll put it in the chat.
Sorry, guys. I muted the desktop.
And we're doing that road to Tokyo. And let's do something. Costume for Lord Attic. Okay. So what's it gonna be?
Well, he's real interested in that tail that you had when you were wearing the costume.
You always talk about shake that tail cause and all that good stuff. So I just figured there's a good tail for him to shake. How about you be the little mermaid and
Yo tail as the Little Mermaid. In case y'all didn't hear it, Little Mermaid, we gonna get you draped up, you know what I'm saying? Get that nice red on. You look good in red. I put you in the casting couch, you know what I'm saying? See, you got the casting couch over there. I got you we in the freak off room. Right now, again, shoot to the realm. Shout out to the realm. Shout out to Road to Tokyo. Shout out to Addict. I told you I was gonna get you. You're talking, and King, you ain't slick. You up next too. I got you. It's payback season for all the effery that y'all was doing. But all jokes aside, I'm doing good in Cleveland right now. Vacation is popping, and I miss y'all. Shout out to the realm. Shout out to everybody support us. Road to Tokyo. Salute for real. This is love. Shout out to Darren, one who pulled up in his city. Hall of Fame. That was dope. A lot of dope things going on, and I will be back next week. Love y'all, realm. Salute.
All right. So sorry about that, guys. What happened is I guess COG changed the settings because it goes off a natural setting. So essentially what would end up happening is that would take off his setting, and I didn't check that. I checked on the first one, but not the second one. But I apologize for that. So yeah, COG, send me the links. He has the specific links for me too, so we'll get to that in a second. King, yeah. What's yours?
I'll send the second one that's inside the chat. If you will click on that, please, it'll be right there. I appreciate you.
All right. Well, you guys ain't gonna see it because I'm just dragging it over. All right. Oh my God. So apparently, King wants me to drop himself. Says Sonic.
That's right. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Why you got the little kid one? Come on. Like...
that was movie Sonic before they went back and changed them.
Why you got the little kid one?
That's the one I like.
Yeah, true.
Yo, he's sassy with it. Look at his hand on his hip. Yes.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Oh, King actually had one that he changed. He wanted me to be Eggman.
But yeah, and then I
changed
thought about it because they had this one. I wanted him to be this Eggman, but I said there's no way for him to be in a blow up costume during the show. So.
See, that was my first one too that I wanted. I put one in the chat now. That's horrible.
Cog wants me to dress up as Frieza.
No, that's me. That's me. I put that one, but you gotta see the Frieza that it is.
So he wants me to dress up as Frieza. I'm sure there's
like
plenty
a
of
lizard.
Friezas. I'm sure there's plenty of Friezas.
But the one I wanted, the one I really wanted, I couldn't find was I wanted him just as Fat Majin Buu though.
This is
not Rip Majin Buu, but Fat Majin Buu.
Cog sent me the links. You guys gonna have to look at it on the stream.
No, Cog wanted you to be the Little Mermaid.
Yo, I know. He sent me the link.
Wow, wow, crazy. Man.
Some Ariel.
I don't like. Clearly, I have no problem dressing up and stuff like this. I don't like. I guess he feels like that's gonna bother me. So is that? There's two of them.
Nah, I'm not.
And
I'm not
then he wants me to wear a red wig.
I'm not co-signing none of that.
Yeah, so a red wig and the Little Mermaid.
I'm not co-signing.
What is so yours? So yours is
Sonic, bro.
Sonic, and then Saul's is.
And put the Frieza. It got to be some funny ass Frieza costume.
Okay, what addict is dressing?
Nah, that's poor business, son. That's poor business, son. That's poor business, son. And what we doing here?
I mean, I don't care.
I know you don't. I care like a motherfucker. Yeah, no.
The only problem with the Little Mermaid one is that's not a very cheap costume.
Good.
So it's not a very cheap costume, so it's gonna have to be more if that gets picked. Like the Little Mermaid one naturally is gonna have to be a higher yield because then there's no money to go to Tokyo with. So Little Mermaid, Frieza, and Sonic. I guess I don't see no super chats for it, so I guess we're just gonna go 3, unless you guys have one that you guys want to throw up as a 4th.
You said addict. That's 2B. That's what Decado put up.
2B.
Shout out Decado.
Isn't that the
$2 super chat? That's from whatchamacallit, from the hell is it called?
Okay, so
2B.
They want me to dress up as 2B.
From Nier Automata.
Is there an actual 2B?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of 2B imagery on the internet.
Yeah, so you guys okay? So I guess I'll use 2B. That's crazy looking. Actually, I kind of that's the last one I want to dress up as, that 2B one. That's crazy looking. It's too late, guys. It's too late. So there's the poll. We will get to that later. I'll probably give that like 30 minutes to simmer, and then we'll get to the actual thing. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We'll see. All right, so it's King, go. You're the host. What's going on?
You said, all right. So I'm sorry. I apologize. You said you were taking over the show, Cog, and then get your costume in. Let me vote on the costume that I want, and that's Sonic.
Frieza. Yeah. I would look crazy as Frieza.
You would look wild. Bananas as Frieza. All right. So Donkey Kong Bonanza came out for the Switch 2 this week. And I think, honestly, now finally the Switch 2 has actually launched. I really didn't think launching with Mario Kart was probably the best game to launch with, but I understand why they did it. Me personally, I was totally looking forward for this title, and it launched to a large Metacritic. I mean, it was like, what, 90, 91?
It's at like 91 right now, yeah.
Yeah, so it's I want to know if anybody got a chance to get it. I'm pretty sure that everybody on the panel has it. I want to go with Sovereign first because I know Sovereign was the one that broke Street Date. So
Allegedly.
Where you?
Allegedly,
No. I got facts on that, son.
Allegedly.
Indictments is going out. Son. I was hating. I said it on air. I was hating so hard when you put that picture in the chat, son. I said this, yeah, I could have did that. I'm hating on this dude right now. I'm all digital with these dudes.
I usually am too. And I was just like, you know what? I saw it. I was like, it's all on the disc. Whatever. Let me get it. Because I can always use as much game time as I can as I can get. And I knew I'd have a little bit of time that evening. So I was like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it a few hours early. Yeah, bro. I gotta say, man, I was in the same boat as you, right? I understand why you launched with Mario Kart. Mario Kart is the best-selling Switch game of all time, one of the best-selling Nintendo games of all time. It is one of the most popular franchises, if not the overall most popular franchise, apart from Pokemon. That's sort of under the Nintendo banner. I get it. And it was good. I just feel like, when you had the expectation of an open world Mario Kart, it kind of really didn't hit it fully. So, I played it. I continue to play it. I'm enjoying it, but it was still kind of like, I could have used one more game. But that's what had me excited for Bananza, man. When I saw Bananza, and I just saw one direct. I didn't really want to do too much. I didn't want to see too much. I didn't want to be spoiled on what the game was. Not spoilers for Donkey Kong, but I wanted to see what the game was and not be spoiled on that. Yeah. And when I first throw the game on, and again, based on what I had seen, I knew that you had the destructibility mechanic, the terrain, deformation and stuff. So I thought that was cool, but I didn't really have an idea or a grasp of how prominent that would be in the game. So I turned it on, and immediately, like, you get a little cutscene that shows, these monkeys wilding out, digging up bananas, right? Mining bananas. And immediately it takes you to Donkey Kong. And the screen goes black and it just says punch. And right there, it's telling you the game is, again, talking about games that do a lot with very little. It's telling you what the core essence of this game, punch. Boom, punch, you punch through the wall. And then right in front of you is the goal that you're supposed to go to set the story along, right, on its path. But once you've punched, for me anyway, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that broke. Wait a minute. So if I punch in this direction instead of walk that way, what'll happen? Boom. Oh, wait a minute, the wall broke. And I'm like, and all of a sudden, I blasted every wall around that opening area before I even got to that thing that was going to kind of set the game in motion. Yeah. And for me, that was that Breath of the Wild moment. When I remember when I played Breath of the Wild, Link wakes up, he comes out of the cave, he steps out onto the cliff and looks out onto the Great Plain. And immediately the game is telling you, this is your playground. Go, just go, do whatever you want. And Donkey Kong did the same thing for me. I'm like, okay, so this is their design ethos now. They are applying these sort of open world, sort of do what you want, manipulate the world in crazy ways, to this is how they're designing their games. So, and immediately I felt that with Donkey Kong. I was like, oh, wow. That just overtook me, because you guys know how I play games. I will be there forever trying to just, find the smallest little clue or the smallest little collectible thing. And in this, it's so satisfying to punch the terrain and break the terrain that it just overcame me. And I destroyed basically that whole initial area before I went to that first banana that you get. So yeah, honestly, man, I didn't think from the beginning the game was going to grab me like that, because I'm like, it's an action platformer. I want to see what they do with Donkey Kong and how they differentiate him from Mario, right? This is the Mario Odyssey team overall, not necessarily the exact same people working on it, but the team is the same. And when I played this game, I feel like it has a little bit of Breath of the Wild. It has Tears of the Kingdom as well. And it has core Mario. It has everything. It has the platforming. It has the destructibility and the sort of figure out the world on your own terms that we got with Breath of the Wild and we got with Tears of the Kingdom. And I think in terms of making it feel different from a Mario game, they knocked it out of the park. This is the essence of Donkey Kong. He's strong, he's brutish. He doesn't have, you don't need to worry about stamina when climbing things. He is lovable. All he cares about, he's very simple. I love bananas, and that's it. I love bananas, and that's all I need to move forward in this game. Like, bananas. They took my bananas. What's going on with these bananas? I got to figure this out. Also, the genuine likability of the character. He's the lovable oaf. He loves truly, and you could tell like his connection with Pauline, that it's just like it is this very sweet connection that he has with Pauline. Even before Pauline became Pauline and she was just a rock, it was a sweet connection that Donkey Kong had with her.
I didn't even get to the part where she turned to Pauline.
Oh yeah, so I'm still at the rock. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. So but of the little that I've played and explored and seen, because I am at the part, there's a part, one of the first stages is like a beach-like stage, right? So you really see, you can see the outdoor environments and how colorful it is and how like beautiful the world looks. I just really think the game is special. And for me, what I notice about it is that I feel like it's more accessible than any 3D platformer they put out before. 3D platformers in general are easier than their 2D games, right? Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze and Donkey Kong Country games have been known for their difficulty. Same with Mario games. Like Mario Wonder is a little bit more accessible, but it is still difficult in that sort of 2D Mario platformer type of vein. 3D games generally are more accessible. They do have their difficult platforming, but I think even Mario games, they have their moments where if you're not, seasoned in this type of game, it could be frustrating for you. This game feels like it's equal parts for somebody who loves the character that's 50 years old like me, and it also works for a kid who just kind of goes in and maybe is not going to be as good as at the platforming elements of it, but has fun just blasting through the terrain and can get through the game in that way as well. So I just feel like Nintendo has really tried to figure out this middle ground with Donkey Kong to make this character and game super accessible to more people. Now, do I think it'll hit like the highs in terms of popularity that Mario does? I don't think so. I think Mario is just Mario, right? But when you look at this game, it really should hit that, because I think more than any Mario game, I think it's just a game that feels more accessible for a broader audience. So what I've played is not a lot. I'm just running around punching things, enjoying myself, finding secrets. But bro, I think they have one here, man. I really shout out to Let's Play With Each Other's Joystick. I wonder who you are. $2 super chat. I love bananas, and that's it, Lord Sav. Oh, damn. I messed up there. That's fine. That was me speaking as Donkey Kong, but okay, I'll accept it. Yeah. So what can I say, man? I'm thoroughly enjoying this game from a gameplay perspective. It is like, it's just one of those things you could just sit down. I was smiling the whole time I was playing it. Same way I was smiling when I was watching Superman. I was like, this just feels right. It just feels like it's a masterclass in design and gameplay. Nintendo's the worst company in the world in a lot of ways, but they always find a way to make you feel like a kid again. And they took this character that I've loved since I was a little kid, and haven't had the pleasure of seeing him in a 3D space in more than 20 years. It's only been 2D games, which have been great. But one thing those 2D games do is that they're just regular platformers. Yes, Donkey Kong he differentiates from Mario. He's heavier than Mario. He's more brutish than Mario. You have that, that dichotomy between him and Diddy Kong, in those games where Diddy Kong is like a lighter, he's a lighter character than Donkey Kong is, more nimble than he is. But here you play as Donkey Kong and you feel like Donkey Kong. He's strong. He's oafish. He can climb pretty much anything without any issue. And then you have the skill tree that allows you to even improve upon those skills in weird ways. And then, later on, obviously, and we've seen this in trailers and stuff like that, but all the transformations that allow him to do even more. I just think the game is a celebration of Donkey Kong in a way we haven't seen in a very long time. And I think they've been able to apply all the things that they've done differently with their 3D platformers and all of their games, all of their big AAA games. When I talk about, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Odyssey and even like Splatoon and things like that. And it all kind of culminates in this game with this character, which makes me so happy because, again, Donkey Kong, he's, as a kid, I'm playing Donkey Kong, and I'm like, yes, I'm playing as Mario or Jumpman, whatever you want to call him, but I'm not mad at Donkey Kong. I'm like, oh, Donkey Kong is cool. Like, he just grabbed the girl. Now, the ape is. I've always enjoyed Donkey Kong. And then Donkey Kong, Junior and stuff like that. You're playing as his son, and now it's like the roles are reversed. And all of a sudden, Mario's the bad guy, right? So it's like I've always had this affinity for Donkey Kong, and we have not seen him in the 3D space in the same way that Mario has been for quite some time now.
That Donkey Kong that we're playing is Donkey Kong Jr.
It's Donkey Kong Jr. It is. Yeah. Cranky Kong is literally. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Forget about
exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So this is Donkey Kong Jr. And man, I'm so happy that they did it, bro. They brought Donkey Kong back. He has his own 3D platformer, and it is excellent. And I can't wait to keep playing, but I will be playing this forever because I'm going to destroy every terrain that I can get my hands on. I'm punching. So, but yeah, I'm excited to play more. And then what can I say? It really kind of threw me back how good I feel this game has been up until this point, and I hope will be, for the rest of my time playing it.
Lord Addict, you got it. You surprised me. Honestly, I didn't think you was getting this game. And then I saw that you put up a stream because I make it my business to go and check your videos and put a like and like share it out or whatever on the platforms that I know that you're not sharing it out on. So I share it out on other platforms for you. But I saw that you were playing it and I was just like, damn, I don't want to see where he's at because maybe he's further than me, knowing how hard you play these games. Pause. How you really, you would like what Sovereign and I do. You don't do that. You'll stick to story, get to story, finish story, move on and progress. And me and you did get a chance to talk the next day. And my question is, what made you get it? And after you got it, what made you continue playing it?
So I think the biggest reason I got it is because it was like one of those soft hitting me up asking me, do you want it? Like, so I'm like, because I have a Nintendo contact, but he didn't get back to me over this one. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, nothing about this game's appealing to me. I think this is going to, even though it's like a 90 on Metacritic, game looked like a 60 to me. So I was like, you know what? Why not? Yeah, I'll be the only one on the podcast that ain't played it. I don't want to be that guy. So I guess I said, so I'll send it all over. I guess send it over. So I played it. I will say the biggest fear I had on this game was the way that they were doing destructive. I always felt like games that heavily look over destructibility, the game just takes over. Like, that's all it has to offer is destructibility. Like, it doesn't have a story, doesn't have anything else. I was wrong about that. They took destructive ability and they made it make sense for Donkey Kong. You can't just break anything either. There's certain material in the game you can't break. There's certain material in the game that needs like a stronger material. They got like sturdy, extra sturdy, so you can't just go around breaking everything. Once again, like Kay Johnson said, Crackdown 3, perfect example. Overly fixating on like destructibility on that multiplayer and ended up ruining the whole multiplayer. So I will say I was wrong about that. But as far as like the game itself, I will say that it's extremely repetitive. I'm like 6 hours in, and it's like go around, find this purple thing, sing, break this, fight a boss, go back down. Go around, find this purple thing, break. Now, I'm not saying it's not fun. I am enjoying it. But I'm saying I'm like 5 or 6 levels deep, literally deep. And it's not really changing much in like the formula. Now, obviously, I need to get more of like the bigger forms that you do. I need to get more of right now I just have like the Hulk Kong. And you know, all of this is in the trailer. I won't go into what the other ones are. So that's pretty much all I have. But I will say that the game loop is extremely, it's like K. John said, it is noticeable, but I wouldn't say it attacks it. I would say this is what you would expect from a Donkey Kong 3D type of game, and I think they did the correct formula to going into this. You know, I have still to this day I have no clue what's going on in this game. You know, I will say that the combat's pretty fun. You know, just picking up a piece of the ground and throwing it at people. I've fought in a couple bosses, and the bosses are pretty easy. And I really had no issue with them. And obviously, this is a Nintendo game. They want it to be as appealing as possible. But I will say I'm enjoying it. Do I think it's like a Game of the Year contender? Probably not. I think this is a really fun game that you can play. But it's the amount I played, in my opinion, it's not like a game. Like, and I'm not even saying it doesn't deserve to be Game of the Year contender. You know that those titles that you see, oh, that's a Game of the Year contender. Even if I don't like it, I can't deny that even people that don't like Expedition 33 know that's a Game of the Year contender. But when I play this, I'm like, this is fun. But some of the best levels I've played of this has been nostalgia moments where they put it to 2D and you're on the car. It's like, to me, that's when they grab me the most, and I think that was intentional. They're really grabbing that nostalgia out of you. They even play some of the old music tracks. It's on some of the old games. They know what they're doing, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'm enjoying every second I'm playing of this game. But I will say, in the 6 hours I'm playing it, I am starting to feel like it's extremely repetitive.
Yeah. So, all right, that's cool. And I was highly curious on how it came about, right? Because everybody knows if it's for content, we'll hit up the Iron Bank and we're going to put this thing out for content. So immediately I went for my download, and immediately I saw Solve's text in the chat, and immediately my hate happened. And you guys saw, because I was streaming something else at that time, and I was like, Solve has it, right? And
you were in the chat. You was like, "Hey, yo,
yeah, for real." And I made my video that night. And if you watch the video, you heard me hating on Solve, and I was just like, "Good for you that you got a patch." And good for you, right? So I had like this fake victory in my head. All right, so so I go to work. And the whole time I'm at work, all I'm thinking about is getting home and playing Donkey Kong. As soon as I get in. So what I do is, what people don't know is, all right, this is like my process. I go and I look for the thumbnail. And for frontline gaming streams, I just grab a thumbnail offline and I just throw it up. And this is really the game I'm playing. The channel doesn't make money, so I can't pay for an editor. I can't pay for thumbnails yet. So it is what it is. Until it gets there, right? Whatever. So I found the thumbnail and I threw it inside the attic message room that we have. And Attic looks at it, but he doesn't say anything because he's used to it now. And he's like, well, this pretty much probably going to be the thumbnail for Frontline, right? So I throw it up, and I turn it on, and I realize that I have this little device here that hooks up to my Switch that actually plays it better than normally. And you know, I don't want them to ban me. So anyway, so I got it hooked up. So I put it on. And I'm like immediately my face, like I got this face, right? Like I can't wait for this, right? Because this is the only reason why I got to switch. Honestly, I mean, I heard about the Zelda, I heard about the Mario, cool. I didn't see that. And I was talking to Attic, and somebody had told me that the Mario Kart was supposed to be like mind blowing. I forgot that they said that, right? So they said the same thing about the Mario. So I'm like, Mario Kart didn't blow me away, so Mario won't, right? But this is what I want. And I turn it on, and it does the things, the little monkeys dancing or whatever. And like Sav said, I was like, punch the screen. Now, I had a fear that how are they going to handle the character? So I remember watching the Mario movie, and he has that fight scene where he's fighting Donkey Kong. And I said, they have the blueprint on how Donkey Kong is supposed to move and how he's supposed to act. If they hang on to that aspect of his attributes, then the game is going to be fine. Punch the screen, and like Sav said, I'm one of those dudes. I'm going to turn around and punch everything. I stood there for half an hour beating up the mine, just the mine area, just beat up everything. Now, I got to say, it did disappoint me in two things, right? When you're beating up, let's say it's a large structure, you could tear down the foundation, but the structure will still stay floated, suspended.
So, right, because there's no real physics. It's voxels, and the way they have it is just like, if you break the bottom of like a cliff or something like that, the top just floats in there. So it would have broke. The Switch 2 would have exploded if they would have tried real physics.
And I realized, I said, you're playing on the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Right. But I also noticed that they took stuff from Kong, Inner Earth. Everything is downward.
Yep.
Like, I realized they give you a world. Unlike other traditional, let's say Astrobot, let's say a Galaxy, you have hub worlds. Like, you enter a world, you start that planet or whatever that world is, and it's probably pretty much linear, but you're able to go anywhere in that 3D space that they give you, and you go from point A to point B to reach the goal. In this thing here, it's like a perpetual world that says whatever. Now, you do see a goal to get to, and you could do that, or you can go over here and play around over there for hours, not doing that stuff. That is kryptonite to me. Because I am Superman now. No longer am I flying in the skies. I'm walking around as Clark Kent investigating everything. I got to be a journalist to everything. Why is that monkey over there? Let me go talk to that monkey. Let me climb over there. Let me see if I can do that. And it is dog, squirrel, chase the nut, pause the whole time. And this is terrible for a gamer like me that plays like that, because I'm like, I'm never going to finish this game. This game is I've never finished Odyssey yet, right? And even though Odyssey has hub world.
Right. And it's much more closed than this game is. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm pretty much more closer to finishing Astrobot. But then I had this epiphany moment that, is this game going to go like super rated and underappreciated because it's a 3D platforming game like Astrobot? When I was championing Astrobot as being, everybody should buy this game. It's rated high, and it's rated high for a reason. And everybody should have this game, and I want everybody to play this game. And did I think it should get Game of the Year? No. Right? Like, I don't think this game should get Game of the Year. But I do believe that they should have 3D platforming segments that actually 3D platformer of the year. Those things. I think we're at a point now where you have Spyro that jumped out, you have Crash Bandicoot that just hit inside Game Pass, and I see a resurgence when it comes to these games, and there is a space for them. I want them to bring back the character 3D platformers that made us like cheer, like when we saw Gex and stuff like that. So I know they're going to lean heavily into nostalgia, and I know they're going to have kids playing the game. But for the older folk, like Sovereign said, there was aspects of this game that drew me in. And trust me, guys, y'all saw the stream. I'm really, literally like 3 areas in, but I'm doing stuff like, I wonder if I can climb up there. And I do it, and I don't see no stamina bar. So I'm like, okay, cool. He is a monkey. Like
he's straight up, he's an ape.
Right? This is it. And then I got to the part where I was using exploding rocks, blowing up large sizes of the mountain. And I said, they're gonna let me do this? And it was that moment, that aha moment, that they just said, go have fun. Go Bananzas. Go have fun. And I think that was the thought process in doing this. And I hope more people, I hope it sells like to a 1-to-1 on the Switch. I don't think it will. I don't think Donkey Kong has the same appeal as a Zelda. I don't think Donkey Kong has the same appeal of a Mario. I honestly believe Mario Kart could have came out in September and August, and Donkey Kong could have took its place as the lead game on the platform and sell 1-to-1, so you can have a larger market get this game.
Yeah,
and and have that game as the packing game. I think they leveraged it wrong. I think they really were too busy worrying about the numbers for Mario Kart, making it a success, opposed to making this next character a super success.
Yeah.
But they did lean into it. And I didn't get to the part where the character Rock, I got to the Rock though. I didn't get to the part where the Rock transforms, but the musicality in the game also drew me in. Sound effects is good. Punching is good. The graphics it blew me away for a Switch title. Like, it's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, some framey stuff, some slowdown to it. Okay, but it's a Switch 2 game, and it's the very first early on game that gives you full destructibility.
Yep.
I think the Metacritic score is in line with my views of it. I think everybody that does have a Switch, and if you don't have a Switch, but you're heavily into 3D platformers, I suggest you go get a Switch for it because I think it's really good. Some people kind of, clowned on me because I got a Switch for one game. No, I got a Switch for many games to come, but that one game was the catalyst for me getting the Switch. Because I knew come July 17th, if that game comes out and I don't have a Switch, I have a bigger problem than me having a Switch and, me having that game, having the Switch and not having that game, then, got to get the game and the Switch at the same time. And probably right now, Switches are going for ridiculous amounts of prices, opposed to how, the price was before we got it. But that's about it.
Yeah.
If nobody anything else to say on Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, I don't think, man, we all, we talked about the positives and stuff like that. So, just so people don't say we just glazing the game or whatever, especially me and you. The things that I did see, the negatives that I found, like you mentioned, like a little bit of the framiness, especially like, I felt like during the destructible parts, it really didn't slow down for me. You could see it. Like, now I won't even say chug, but there's just so much stuff going on screen that I was like, all right, this is not going to look perfect. It's not going to look perfect. I didn't really notice that it slowed down in those instances. When it slowed down for me is when I zoomed out into the map. When you zoom out into the map, since it happens live, right? It's not, you don't go to a menu and then select the map. It literally just zooms out of the world and gives you the full map and shows you, things that you've already discovered. If you've discovered like maps already for certain things, it'll give you an idea where those things are as well. And that's kind of it. And like Attic said, it is kind of easy, but I think that's by design. I think there'll probably be some levels and things later on in the game that are a little more difficult, more geared towards the person that's looking for the platforming difficulty that you kind of expect from these games, right? At certain levels. I think, like I said before, overall 3D platformers don't feel as difficult as 2D platformers. They're just not as exacting. So I do think that may be there later on in the game, but overall, I do think the game is easier and more accessible. Like I said, it just feels like a game that on so many different levels is built for a much broader audience to enjoy. Whereas like, the younger people in my family that have played Mario Odyssey, they play to a certain point. They love the cappy stuff, whatever. But once they get to certain points in that game that are a little more difficult, it's like, oh, they drop it. And they don't finish it, right? This doesn't feel like that game is going to have those hurdles to overcome. It feels like they purposely made it so that you can interact with the game how you want, and that'll still allow you to enjoy everything the game has to offer without having to do some of that other difficult stuff. So I think that was purposeful, but it is for a seasoned gamer or whatever. Yeah, it will feel like a relatively easy game. But for me, it's by design. But it's definitely something to be pointed out.
Yeah, it is. It's mad easy. And someone did bring up that I do feel is worth talking about is the camera angles when you're underground. It's kind of weird sometimes.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes it does not know how to put you in the right place. Yeah. Because it's like it's giving you this tool to break the world apart, and sometimes it does a really good job. Like I'm able to, with the right stick, sort of figure put it in a position where I can I see what I'm doing, I see where I'm trying to go. But yeah, sometimes it's just like and you're like the camera's up on your face, but you're in a tight little space and you don't see anything. So yeah, that's definitely not perfect. But it could have been really bad, and it's not that, thank God. Because sometimes I will dig as far down as I can in certain places, and it's just like when you look off to the side, you're like, oh, there's nothing here. I'm about to dig myself right out the side of this mountain.
Yeah, but I like how it gives you a foundation that you can't break this.
Yes. Well, at least for now. I don't know if later on you can. Maybe you can.
Yeah, right. And go someplace else in the
map. Because it does feel like a game where it's like, okay, you didn't get everything. Once you're done or whatever, you can come back to it, right?
I love the discovery abilities.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah, I think as a pure collectathon, this game is better than most of people in its games in its genre.
And as a collectathon, it is very much a Donkey Kong game. Like it's big time collectathon. One of the things that obviously the game, the destructibility stuff, once you go out and come back in.
Oh, we got the verdict. So Atticus Frieza.
30 minutes. Yeah, Frieza.
All right, Atticus Frieza.
Technically, it was 32 minutes. I gave them a couple more minutes to.
All right, so Atticus Frieza. Thank God that Little Mermaid did not win.
I ain't care. I ain't gonna be real with you. The one I didn't want to win was 2B. I thought I would look crazy as 2B.
2B is crazy. It's
I'd rather
it's meant
dress
to
up
be
as
sexy.
Little Mermaid before 2B.
Oh, that's from
Nier Automata.
Yeah, I'm not down for that either. Like,
there's a lot of illicit stuff going on online with Nier Automata images.
I am looking, and I can't find any costumes of Frieza.
Yeah, the one that I sent,
cosplay.
The one that I sent was like a homemade cosplay.
Yeah.
That's why it looks so bad.
Hopefully that's it.
Hopefully we find. Yeah, if we can't find it, then we got to go to another one.
The only thing I'm finding is like random, like random statues and stuff. Like I'm not finding actual Frieza cosplay.
So that can't be because you're not gonna be painting your face and stuff. That's just too much work.
I mean, I'll do it if we find the
I got Master Roshi.
Yeah, Roshi. I think I saw.
I got all the Dragon Ball Z characters, but these. Wow.
All right, so I did find this one. People you have to look in the chat. So this is like the closest thing I could find that especially will have like my size. It's $59.99, so it's not like too bad. But I would have to paint my face.
Okay.
Damn, I can't find Frieza, boy.
So I guess we'll have to go with that one if we can't find something else and paint my face.
Got Master Roshi though. That could have been sovereign crazy.
We got it.
Yeah, I would have. Painting my face ain't a big deal. I'll paint my face.
Or you could win that skin tight suit. You can wear the skin tight suit with the Frieza face. Like, all right, so let me show you the skin tight suit I'm talking about. Like this suit. Like this.
With the Frieza face.
Yeah,
I don't know who like would I just paint like people saying dress up as Black Frieza? No.
Black Frieza.
No, there is a Black Frieza. There is a Black Frieza.
I'm done, son. He said Black Frieza.
No, seriously, there is a Black Frieza. Like,
I believe you. If I dressed up as Frieza, it'd be Black Frieza.
No. Frieza has a form that turns him black.
Okay, we're not gonna do the racist Frieza.
Yeah,
but Lord Sovereign, let's get to these super chats. Yeah.
No, this is Black Frieza. Like there is an actual form where Frieza turns black. Well, it's more like purple than anything, but he does do that. It was in one of the movies. I ain't doing it, but it is in one of the movies where he has a new form that turns him.
I'm cool on getting you the skin type purple bodysuit.
We'll figure out. We'll figure it
there's
out.
definitely freezer suits that with the white and the purple. Like it's definitely there. You're just gonna have to paint your face white, like really, really white.
Yeah, I'll paint it. I guess I'd have to find. I'd have to paint like a purple circle on my forehead. Like,
yeah.
This is wild.
Attic.
Okay.
Dressing,
Super chat. You're gonna put it to a vote.
No, that was the vote.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
freezer one.
We don't have that many. We just got I love bananas from Donataku. Yes, you clipped that. Thank you, sir. And we have let's play what he says. Joysticks, aka Donataku. Then we have Donataku proper, $5 super chat. Addict whenever a Nintendo its franchise changes from the N64 Game Boy formula. And we have an angry face.
And face. You know the funny thing? I literally did nothing but gloat that game. Like I said, it was a fun game. I just said it wasn't a game of the year for me. Donataku, you can't come in here and say some off the wall stuff, and then when I send you a link to come defend yourself, say you can't make it. Okay, so stop it with the foolishness. If you're gonna come in there and talk that talk in that chat, I expect you to come in this podcast and defend your slander.
Oh, he did correct us. He did correct us on it. This Donkey Kong is Donkey Kong the Third, not Donkey Kong Jr. I don't know where that lore dump came from, but yeah.
I don't know where he got that from.
I am not shaving my beard. It's not happening.
Yeah, for real.
I'll be Frieza with a beard.
We got one more super chat from the Iron Rook. $10 super chat. Let's not forget Dragon Ball Supers. Don't shoot. This man isn't black. Yo, they didn't say that in that show.
Wow.
No, they didn't say that. That was a joke that people did afterwards. Essentially, yeah, it's crazy.
All right, let's get to the Death Stranding topic. Death Stranding sales. All right, so Death Stranding Sales 2 is reported to have sold 1.3 million copies in
Do you want me to show the NPDs?
Well, I'm going to read the topic and then you can show the NPDs at the same time. That's cool. All right, the game has also reported to have stronger digital sales when compared to physical sales. Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, the sequel of Hideki Kojima's mind-bending adventure, launched on June 26, 2025, and has already racked up over 1 million copies sold in just a few days. Normus Reedus returns as Sam Porter Bridges, with the story picking up right where the first game left off. Now, people are equating the sales numbers being highly digital because of the change in era. Christopher Drang says from the game business, also shared the update on Twitter X saying Death Stranding 2 was #1 in the UK physical sales charts last week. It launched sales were 66% lower than Death Stranding 1, but he equates that to different eras. Drang also added, it is far more digital market today. It is 33% lower than Astrobot's launch of physicals, which was highly physicals on release 2. Recently, the game designer Hideki Kojima related that he gave up on marketing the sequel, calling it the most difficult project of his career. Oh, he almost gave up on making the sequel. It was the most difficult project of his career. I would hope he did not give up on this game and making it. I saw people on Twitter talking about how it didn't chart in NPDs. Attic, if you could put that up, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I'll put it back up. All right.
Me personally, I'm thinking 80 million units out there, supposedly.
Dead by Daylight charted too. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but the first person I want to go to you, Attic, based off of this, because I'm thinking maybe it's because it didn't have a full month, and a lot of these other games had the full month in order to.
How many days did it have?
It only had like 4 or 5 days. It launched on the 26th, so you say 5 days.
They have like an early access thing too.
I don't know if anybody knows if Death Stranding had early access.
I think it did. I don't know. Yeah, I think it did.
It would have been like 5 days if they did. So you would have put that with it too.
I mean,
I don't know. Comes to that game, I don't know what the first one. So here's the thing: like a lot of these game, things are kind of skewed a little bit because of bundles. When you bundle stuff, you're able to kind of like, put a little fluff on all your numbers. Did Last of Us really sell what it sold? Did Uncharted really sell what it sold? Or did people just buying PlayStation so happen to get that game? It happens on Xbox too. But I don't know the demand for Death Stranding. Like, my friend Tyler, huge PlayStation dude, asked me what the hell Death Stranding was.
Wait,
he didn't know.
Played it?
He didn't know. He didn't know what it was.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, what do we do with that? Is that like a bad thing? Is that a good thing? Do we fight with that? Like, what exactly do we do with that? I don't know. Like, in my personal opinion, the game looks dramatically better from the first one. But it doesn't look like it's selling to the point that it should be selling. Considering it's only on PlayStation and they're like, what, 100 million plus on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5? Well, PlayStation 4
is only on PlayStation 5.
Oh, what's PlayStation 5 up to?
It says 77 million.
That's a lot. I mean, I don't know what these other games sold either, so I couldn't really compare these other games. But I'll bring it up again. We could look at it, but it's like if you look at like these games. So I mean, I guess we could go over a little bit. It's like obviously Call of Duty HQ. Last week it was 2. Fortnite. I think this is the whole month. Actually, the second one's the whole month.
I think those things is whole month, and I think that's putting it kind of at a disadvantage. I think we have to look at July.
I love how you're defending this game now.
No, it's just I don't like it getting a bad rap based on it only had 4 days in the month, 4 or 5 days in a month, and being compared to like Minecraft and Marvel Rivals and stuff like that had the whole month to actually sell or to be have engagement farming. So I don't really think that's a good indication of sales of the game.
I think the thing you showed me might just be weak. I don't think it's the month at all.
That's even worse.
Yeah, I think the thing you gave that you put in the chat was weak.
Oh, I thought you was looking at something else that you put. That was for the week. That's the week.
Oh, well,
yeah.
Go ahead and talk while I find the month.
Yeah. So, Lord Sovereign, what is your thoughts on this? I know you really don't care about sales numbers. Just like it is what it is. This is your copy available. That's the only thing that you care about. So
yeah.
My question is, what do you think about the thought of them having 77 million out there, them being larger sales going to digital opposed to physical, and is 1.3 million in that short period of time, is that a good indication of a healthy sales for the game?
I think the tail of the game is going to be longer than like any game. Like it's going to be word of mouth that gets people saying like, hey, if you like Metal Gear Solid 5, the sequel is more like that. Like it's more action heavy. I think there's a couple of reasons why these numbers, are what they are, and they kind of being construed as they are, depending on how you look at it. 1.4 million copies by the end of June is nothing to sneeze at. It came out late in June. There's nothing to sneeze at, right? When you start talking about digital versus physical, there was 2 days early access for digital deluxe and collector's editions, right? If you love that first one, a lot of people will pay that money to get 48 hours of early access, right? So you're going to go the digital route. If you can't find it, maybe it was available in a mom and pop store early like that, but, in all likelihood, not really. So you're looking at, a lot of people that are willing to do it. I've done it for games. And, when I've had sometimes 2 days, early access isn't enough to sway me to get a digital deluxe version and pay, damn near $100 for a game. But definitely like the 4 days will definitely, I'll do it. So that's part of it. Also just the fact that it's a sequel and it's a very direct sequel to the first game. Right. That first game, although over the years, the thinking on it has changed and people have, have softened their position on whether they dislike the game or whatever. It is one of those things that a sequel is always going to sell less because, X amount of people bought that first one. if it's a direct sequel and there's story things involved and whatever, if you haven't finished that first one, you're not going to get the second one, right? Even if, people out there telling you, hey, you can just jump in. There's a synopsis of the first game right at the start of the game or whatever. You should just start in. If these are things that you disliked about this game, that it wasn't combat heavy, that it wasn't this second one is for you. It could entice some people, but not enough where you're going to see this jump over the first game. I know for a fact a lot of people got that first game, were excited to see what it was, right? Even if they fell off of it. And some people got to a certain point. That game starts pretty slow. So if you don't get past a certain point in that game, you're not really going to see what he's trying to do, and you're going to get pissed off. You're not going to like things that we've talked about, the overtly, long-winded storytelling and stuff like that, the weird mechanics in terms of gameplay, that if you're like, what is he trying to do here? If you're not willing to see that through, which I know a lot of people didn't initially, fell off that game. So all of that stuff is what I see affecting the perception of how well this game is doing in its first couple of weeks on the market. I think it'll be fine. I think it's going to have a long tail. I think as more and more people, get into this thing where it's like, you know what, I'm hearing so many good things about Death Stranding 2. I'm either just going to jump into it or I'm going to go back and play the first one. I'm going to give it the college try, and we'll see over the course of months that the game sales will reflect that. It's just going to be a longer tail, and it's going to take longer to kind of tell the story of how well this game is done. As a PlayStation exclusive, that whole idea, we've said it before. Exclusives are really, really good at creating an identity for that platform. They're not the best-selling games on that platform by a mile, ever, hardly ever. That's just not the market we live in anymore. The best-selling games on that platform is going to be Call of Duty. It's going to be 2K. It's going to be whatever.
Hold on one second, Salvin. All right, so y'all guys got me to host.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all guys picked Addict's costume. Y'all didn't have to super chat for that.
Mm-hmm. What happened?
But y'all think,
he's mad. He's about to lose.
My first hosting joint, when Cog ain't here, that Addict ain't gonna be dressed up by the time he come back?
Nah, you losing, man. You're gonna go down as the one episode King does, he fails. I'm cool with this. I don't gotta wear nothing. I can just make fun of you guys. I'm good with that.
So the skin tight suit that y'all want him in to dress up with his face as Frieza. See, this is why Little Mermaid should have won, because I think everybody would have definitely super chatted you to see you in a little fishtail costume.
It's okay though.
I'm not actually feeling this. All right, so we got the Iron Rook, who definitely jumped in there and went in there.
Technically, we got 2 out of 15.
All right, so 2 out of 15. But I'm just saying, guys, if y'all want Addict to be in that skin tight Frieza suit, and I guess y'all put the skin tight. Man, let me put the skin tight suit in the chat, because I'm making sure that he get the purple joint, the purple skin tight joint. Here it is. I got it right here. I kept it on my phone.
It's okay. No one wants to see that, and we can move on.
No. We ain't gonna do that. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get the purple. I got the purple right there. There go the purple. This is what I want Addict in. All right, so I'm putting it in the chat. Addict, show this to them, because I don't think they really get the gist of what you're gonna look like.
King feels away that he's hosting.
Feels away.
It might end up being King doesn't win. King's the only one where it doesn't get funded.
Yo, the fact that I was in a glizzy suit and paid for before my behind, that's what he needs to be in, y'all. He needs to be in that. So at what point, or what are we doing here, son? Like, what he gonna be in? Nah, don't change that color. Get right back to purple, and we're gonna do your face. Yeah, we're gonna
But they are actual, because right here he looks like a Teletubby instead of Frieza.
Nah, we gotta paint his face, and he gonna look like Frieza. We're gonna make sure he look like Frieza, boy.
I gotta be bootleg with no tail.
Yo, listen, you added extra sauce to it. We're gonna get to this part first.
You're extra sauce. Frieza is
not. They don't have.
Frieza has purple on him. He's not purple.
So then you get the color that matches him. There's a lot of colors.
The white one.
But we ain't having you as white Frieza.
He's white. What are you talking about?
But like, there are actual Frieza costumes that have, what his body looks like. Why do they have to have just this blank slate? I don't understand. There's Frieza costumes that look just as beastly.
Yo, whoever.
I couldn't find them. I really couldn't find them.
I like that baby blue. I like baby blue though. Go back to baby blue. Baby blue look nice, son. Like, yo, we ain't gonna sit here and do this. Yo, wait a second. Oh, that's a toy. Oh.
What is these?
Yo, nah. We getting you in that. There it is. Look at the green one, son. There it is, son. There it is. Look at the shiny one. That's it. Go back down to the Silver Surfer one. Go back down to the Silver Surfer one, yo. Nah. Go back down. Put that silver. With that silver at it. You acting up, son. Silver. Silver ad, son. I like the glistening, son.
I don't see a silver. Oh, this one.
No. Where you at? Stop trying to. You messing us up here.
You're behind.
It's right next to the green. There you go. Ew. Yeah.
Why you gotta be there? Yeah. Looking like Doral from Virtual Fighter.
Yeah, son. I don't give a damn. You gonna be Freeze, boy. I don't care. You gonna be Freeze. You out here trying to get.
You know what it is? He took the hosting go from me, and he don't want to go back to Cog and be like, yeah. I took the host.
I did not know that he wasn't gonna be here. We was gonna have a goal for you to meet, and y'all set this up in the background. This was all the setup, guys. I didn't find out that he had a video until today. Listen, man. I didn't find out anything. I didn't find out a damn thing.
You should have just let me be host, but you.
This is all part of his evil scheme because he knew damn well him and Cog had something set up. And Cog said something the other day like, "Yeah, I know what Addict's gonna be." So I'm like, "Yo, you ain't gonna be here this weekend." In my head. He'll be back here next week. Then we'll get back at that, right? Because back next week he'll be Rock Lee. This dude set it up when he's not here for us not to be at full strength in order for him not to be funded. And then he come in his goofy ass costume that he got on now, taking away from what he's actually gonna be.
He's still gonna have to wear what he gotta wear.
Yo, not if it's not funded.
Oh,
you understand? Like, if it's not funded,
you don't understand. So I'm about to be here, just straight up addict while you guys go crazy.
It's a part of his plan.
So what's up, guys? Let's go.
Listen, nobody told him to wear the stupidness that he got on today. Right? This is part of his plan.
That's true. He's trying to.
Right? So then he had them already super chat to make sure it was all part of his evil plan. This dude is a manipulative genius. And I'm watching it right now. I'm just sitting there like, why he got fighting with me over host? That don't make any sense. Cog not here. And if Sav can't stay the whole time, then I'll just be the host or whatever.
You're giving me way too much credit. You're giving me way too much credit. Nah, I'm not.
Why you put on that suit? You started it off with the grimace suit, and then you faded out. Notice that you wasn't getting the direct result that you wanted, and then you come back with this little frog thing, and then and you notice something? You and Cog got one.
Yeah,
but this is a set. Don't this feel set-up-y? Like, this is the back door, Paul.
So how much are we supposed to get for it to be funded?
No, we don't have to. It's fine. Let's just keep going.
15 regular super chat. It'll be the $2. I don't give a damn. But you are sneaky. You are sneaky. And I'm sitting here and I'm putting it together. I'm listening to you talk, and I'm like, yo, the show is almost over. We're going to get to the rock, then we're going to get to the TV. Because I'm getting ready to talk about these sales next. And I said, this dude is really about to pull this off. Like, his master plan is really working. And I got to go to Twitter. I got to tell, obviously something's up. Because normally, when it's something, see the costume, it was something up with the costumes. I think that mermaid joint should have went. I think we got to recount. What's up with those? Wait, hold on. Where is the last funding? Because
look at him. He is so upset right now.
The mermaid actually won.
No,
I was against the mermaid. But I think I'm all for the mermaid now, bro.
It's too bad.
He said, "Long live the mustard." This is disgusting.
Look at that, man. See, they know it don't bother me.
You know what?
So they don't care.
Yeah, because you dressed up as a buffoon today anyway, so you didn't really care. And you know damn well we go. I get it. All right. Anyway, now Death Stranding got to get this work. Boom. It's over. Let's go. I appreciate you. Thank you. Woo.
Stop leading the witness. If they don't want it,
leading no damn
if they don't want it, it won't happen.
They know exactly that you full of it. You made sure you did that on purpose. I think orange is a passive color to pacify the crowd and make the crowd
to lull them to sleep.
Because right now, to see the show ain't got no energy. You did this on purpose, you little. Did it on purpose. All right, so I'm gonna get to this Death Stranding numbers. This is the absolute L. This is an absolute L. Y'all thought I was going to sit here and be on your side. Y'all had these days. It's 80 million you dudes out there. Y'all going to catch this work today. You thought it was a damn joke. You thought I was going to play around with you, right? Nobody liked your first game, so your sequel get butt kissed, right? And the reason why I can say it, right? Because guess who had the same amount of days? Forza Horizon 5. It came out on the 26th too. Remember that? And it also bust butt. And it got what for that month? 3 million sold. Hot tomatoes to your face. So I don't want to hear it. Xbox went over there and dominated. And this is exclusive, right? This is an exclusive title to you. It's exclusively in the bushes. Because for those 4 or 5 days, 80 million of y'all said, I don't even know what this game is. I don't care about it. And those dudes that brought the first one, well, guess who didn't show up for the second time around? Them dudes. Right? Oh, y'all just, I guess Kojima's fake deep. I guess King was capping. Let me tell you something. This is where the Xbox hat goes on. It ain't over here. We couldn't save y'all this time, right? This is what happens when exclusivity goes wrong. You want it to be exclusive? So you're going to get this smoke. Got 1.5. Does it win the month of July? I don't think so. Does it even chart in July? Because it couldn't win a week. That was the battle of the week, and your man didn't chart in a week. That let you know everything else was rocking their socks in that week. That's dirty pool. I don't know about you, but I know about me. I ain't get a chance to buy it yet, so maybe because I didn't buy it, nobody else brought it. I buy something, everybody else get. I guess maybe everybody else has something better to do that month. I want to know what came out in June that the PlayStation dudes didn't. They ain't had nothing because I saw all y'all capping. Death Stranding. Your
Forza
Xbox
charted.
dudes ain't gonna get
Forza
it.
charted. Forza charted.
Forza charted that month too?
Mm-hmm.
Show that sign again. Show that month again. Show the week. Show the week. That's what it is. Y'all thought it was W-E-E-K. No, it was W-E-A-K because it was weak. It was weak. I feel sorry for you, dude. So there's no more capping about exclusivity. Y'all should see, Hideki, you should have just made that game for everybody. Should have launched it on PC. You should have delayed it 4 more months. You should have made sure that it ran on the S. And these numbers wouldn't look like the numbers that it's looking right now. You gave these guys the exclusive window, and they don't care about it. They pissed on your parade. And Death Stranding 2 didn't do what it was supposed to do over there. I feel sorry for all of you guys out there that was capping for this title, and none of y'all guys are playing it. What's wild crazy is the only people I see playing is probably BG. That's it. I don't see none of y'all PlayStation dudes. Actually, I don't see none of y'all PlayStation dudes playing games anyway. But this is no console warring. I'm just saying.
I don't know. That didn't sound like no console warring.
1.3. Don't look good to me.
1.3 is a lot, though. Like
it is, right?
What, in 5 days?
Is 3 million better than 1.3?
Yeah, what's so 3?
Forza Horizon 5.
So this is console warring.
No, I'm just asking. Apples and oranges.
It's console warring. Stop console warring, King.
No. You wearing an orange suit. I don't care. I'm mad.
No. He said no.
I'm mad as hell you wearing an orange suit.
I said no.
And you lulled them to sleep and you made this happen this way. I'm so upset. Yo, I'm so upset. I was going to say some nice stuff to this. I was going to say, yo, I really had a whole different thing until I realized what you was up to. I swear to God, I was going to say, yo, 1.3 is fantastic for 4 days. I would really like a game to sell 1.3, and that lets you know that month of July is going to be crazy for that game. Hopefully that game can sell 5 million. I do think the fan base should definitely go get it. Hopefully this leads to more sales of the first game, so people that can play the first game, being that this game is a direct sequel to the second game, and hopefully lead to a third game. If there's a third game in it, is it a trilogy? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. And I really respect Hideki, right? That's how I was going to go with it. But Attic made me upset. He brought out the warrior in me. And I'm so pissed off with him because he's wearing this little orange thing. He's being so smug in it, too. He's being absolutely smug in it. And he's not even fighting back. Oh, my God, I can't stand this. I knew I should have took the day off, but if I take the day off, then it's just y'all two, and then Attic will be left alone, and it just be the complete Attic show. So please do the super chats.
All right, we got the Iron Rook once again, $10 super chat. No, they did say it. This is about the black man. The character's name is Black, and the Japanese people didn't think about how it could be taken. So it says, "Yeah, don't shoot. This man isn't black." Yo, I can't. Whoa! Then we have Spartan 661, $20 super chat. Addict is freezy free. Then we have Decado with the $10 super chat. Addict better mosaic the nethers in that freezer suit, or it's going to be ILP after dark. We're caught up.
Utterly disgusted, bro.
Utterly disgusted. I can't see the freezer with the package all out.
Yo, this guy Andy Cruz said, "What the hell is Hideki?" Right? He gets mad because I mispronounced his name.
Oh, you didn't say Hideo. Yeah, you said
Hideo. Yeah, I'll be saying Hideo.
Hideki Kojima.
Yo, he be mad because I do it all the time.
Then we got
Who
Stitch
put that poll
with the $5 super chat. I don't know. There's a poll.
Oh, Cog? No, Cog. That's not happening.
Yo, no, he didn't. Coming in through the back door.
Yeah, Little Mermaid. Let's go, Cog.
No, I don't care what Cog says. We already won.
What's he said?
I already won.
You got Stitch, $5 super chat. King Forza outsold Astrobot. Sony, baby. How about that freezy freeze?
All right, so next topic. That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So next topic. We only got one topic left. Let's get Addict to where he need to get to, guys. All right, the ROG Ally X. Apparently, there was a leak stating that the price came out, and I think the leak is, I'm going off the top because apparently I didn't know I was hosting. So and literally last night, remember he said who's gonna host, and I was like, you remember that? This is how I know this is whole
exactly. And I didn't answer. And I didn't answer because it wasn't gonna be.
Exactly. So this is so hilarious. Son. This is so hilarious. I'm like, okay, so apparently the leak came out and the pricing is astronomical. Right? It was, I think it was $8.99.
It translates, so it translates pretty much to $700 for the base model, right? The lower SKU model, the white one, and the X version is probably in the range of $8.99 and higher. That's kind of what it translates to. Actually, it translates to some. It translates to over $1,000.
Yeah, it was
1,135 or something like that.
Yeah, it was something crazy. So when I saw this, I immediately say that's around about the price. Right. So if anytime you're gonna get something that is 2 times the switch power, just take the switch, right, and double the price, and there you go. Right, so that is par for the course, and I just wanted to know what you guys thought about the pricing. I definitely want to go to Sovereign, being that he's PC Master Race, being that he pretty much knows how much the GPUs are going to cost in these devices, how much these handhelds should cost, being that usually when we got to go to the Iron Bank hits because situations like this that have cropped up. So again, Lord Sovereign, when you saw these leaks, did you moan and groan like the majority of the people, or what? What did you say?
I mean, in my mind, no. I said, I told y'all so. We've been saying this since we knew about this machine. We're like, yeah, you're gonna need a grip for this. You better really start saving up, trade in, sell your babies, or whatever the hell you need to do. But because at the end of the day, if you're the enthusiast, you're not looking at the cheaper version of this. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Right. For that price point, there are comparable machines out there that have been on the market long enough where they're gonna cost less for performance-wise. So it is, if you're the enthusiast, you're looking at the more expensive one with the Z2 Extreme chip with the the whatchamacallit, the NPUs enabled. So yeah, so you're probably looking at anywhere from $900 to over $1,000 for this machine, because it is a niche product. It is a product that is really out there to sort of show off.
So it's not made to go for mass market?
It
is definitely not for the mass market. What's up, Pat?
I don't like this, what he's doing in this chat. He's asking the people that had super chatted, would they be okay if we switched up the goal? He's literally trying to finesse. No, Spartan, you say no. You say no, Spartan.
I'm willing to.
It don't matter what you said. We already voted. Don't matter.
I mean, last week, like I said, somebody just threw some bread around, and all of a sudden, I'm not, One Punch Man anymore. Now I got to be Yoshi and One Punch Man. So
I guess you are
the democratic process. The democratic process, is kind of dubious at best.
Yes.
Okay. How about this? If all of them agree, the one that's super chatted, I guess, Decorato, Spartan 661, and the Iron Wook, and it wins this because it's still close. Well, actually, never mind. It's not close anymore. I will switch it to that. But I need all of them. I need all of them to say, "Oh, it's fine. Whatever. Make addict. No, that ain't gonna make me uncomfortable." Okay, Decorato, it isn't.
I would say. That doesn't mean it's true. You got to watch out for this dude now. He's put on that shit on purpose. Don't fall for what he's doing now. I really found out that I really got tricked today. I got tricked.
It was a banana in the tailpipe. That's what it was today.
Yeah. That's not how it went down. Okay. See that? Oh my God. Okay, I guess it would be switched if we meet the goal. I have to wear little. Hold on, isn't there one more person? Hold up, I think there's one more person that got to agree.
Shout out to Iron Rook, $10 super chat. Yeah, I'm cool with whatever. I guess whatever.
I hate you guys.
Then we have Spartan 661. Shout out to Spartan 661 for sending 5 ILP memberships, gifting 5 ILP memberships.
Okay.
The people have spoken yet again, Addict.
This is bull. I'm gonna be honest with you, like.
Yeah, I allowed this to happen. Void Lock member for 25 months. Lord Bronze Addict, get in the mermaid suit. I thought you didn't care. There we have AKW, £5 super chat. King Addict is going to get this work. So see what I had to do. I had to move some money from the check into the savings, and it takes 3 working days. Yeah, it is what it is. So, like I was saying, back to the ROG Xbox Ally X. Yeah, the prices do not surprise me. This is what it's going to be. At the time of its launch, it will be the most powerful handheld CPU. CPU / SoC, like it is kind of all-in-one thing. It will be toting RDNA 3.5, right? So a lot of the features that are in RDNA 4 will be available on these machines. So, it's going to allow them to punch even more above their weight. That is why you're looking at, anywhere from $700 to $1,000 or more for these machines. They are niche products. I would not be getting it if not for the new CPU. NPU. Yeah, I would not be getting it if not for that. But I'm interested to see that, and I'm interested to see what this Microsoft front end looks like. Because again, I think the front end is really where we're going to see what they're trying to do as a company. This is a partnership they have with Asus. It's good for both of them because it allows Microsoft to kind of dip its toe into this space and kind of figure it out. Right, and see what they want to do moving forward. And for Asus, it allows, you have the Xbox name attached to your hardware, which has been, in making comparisons to their hardware, it's like the Steam Deck has been more popular overall. But as somebody who's had both a Steam Deck and a ROG, Steam Deck is what it is, and they're not going to, upgrade it power-wise until, Gabe feels there is something like transformational to come out. So ROG is, consistently updated their machines on a yearly basis. So, if you're the tech head that wants to see the newest and what's the first thing on the block, you're going to want to go with them, even though I'm gonna be honest, they've been on a yearly cadence since they dropped it. I'm like, all right, a yearly cadence for things that cost this much, maybe not the greatest thing. And obviously
to act like cell phones.
Yeah, right. Trying to act like cell phones, and I'm obviously you don't have to buy it, but yeah, knowing me, I have to buy it. So, yeah, get that $1,000 ready because that's what you're gonna be paying plus tax. Oh, and let's not forget these prices may be made even more wild by tariff situations.
Yeah.
Because they're not subsidizing that for you in any way, shape, or form. Whatever the tariff situation that affects them will be slapped right on your face because they don't care. You will be paying for that. So yeah, that number can get even wilder if we consider those situations, and if that's not addressed by the time these things come to market. So yeah. That's what it is. It's going to be interesting to see. I just really want to see if this Microsoft front end, this Xbox front end, is the real deal. Like anything piece of software is going to be growing pains. It's going to evolve and get even better. But I just want to see what their baseline is and what they're working with, because you're taking on Steam, and that's a lot. So got to be there. So woe is my pocket. Yeah.
All right, Lord Attic. Seeing that you're a Steam Deck user, seeing that you like hardware, you want Microsoft to go to hardware, and they're going to hardware. What's you said about the price?
$1,000+ is wild. They ain't gonna sell to that many people. They're gonna sell just as much as these other ones that try to charge $700-800+ up. Here's a problem. You're sort of the people that want them, but they're not really gonna go mainstream. It's gonna be like the VR. You outprice the market. People are willing to spend money on stuff, but in that price point, it's a wrap. I don't know how many people is going to buy something like that. I'm going to be honest with you.
Do you think that is really not the... Let me see.
Not the goal necessarily.
I don't think that's the goal for them to actually sell to a mass market amount of people. I think really the goal on Xbox's part and Microsoft's part is to get that front end out there by the niche users, to let them evangelize it and use them as test dummies as it evolves to eventually what their manufactured home-based device eventually is, that can actually compete with something like a Switch as far as price point and as far as size and battery power and CPU size and stuff like that. I don't think this device is actually made to sell millions and millions of units upon launch. I actually think that it's just selling to the Asus crowd, those people that want high-end PC handhelds, those people that do want to have a newer interface. Being that Sovereign, brings up that they change it every year. I mean, if you're finished at it, you finished?
Yeah, well, my thing with it is just like, okay, it's rumored that they abandoned or shelved their own that they had in store. So if they're doing that, and this is going to get overpriced because they're not going to take the hit because, you got to make money on the back end. Where does that leave this product? Like, is this the only? Like, do you think this is going to sell to the point where they bring theirs back or they make a sequel to this one? Like, it's just out of everything on the market, why buy this one? And I think this is even worse in a situation because there's already a ROG Ally. It's just a different UI. So
it's technically not that simple. The innards of this ROG Ally is greater, as Sav stated in the beginning, opposed to what the Z1 has going on right now.
Because you have the Z1 in the original ROG, right? And then you have the Z1 Extreme in the ROG Ally X.
Right.
And it's just, but honestly, it's higher clock speed. And then you get like this particular package, like you have like a 1 terabyte hard drive, 24 gigs of RAM, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Right. So it gave it all the tools for it to perform better, but it's not a generational leap. This Z2 chip is a general, it is. Well, it's a leap. I don't know how what people consider to be generational is debatable, right? But it is
nowadays, right?
It is a considerable leap over the first one. And again, by enabling these neural processing units, now it therefore enables it to use all of this, the AI stuff that they've incorporated into graphics technologies now, right? So,
but I guess my point is like, why go into these markets if you don't want to grow these markets? Like, it's like,
I think
do you
they just
want to be
selling
an
to
option?
the existing. I think they're selling to the existing fan base, while also testing out the operating system in the wild, right?
Yeah.
So you get a chance to see what the operating system does in the wild. What is the gripes? What's the problems? All that other stuff, while you still refine your device, because their device is just shelved because they have to. This one is coming to market this October. Their device wasn't coming out until next year. So why focus on the device that you got coming out next year when you could focus wholly on this device? And it's really pretty much the operating system that you need to nail. You can have a very good price machine. If the Switch 2 is a very good price machine, but it's cumbersome in its operating system, its user interface, everything that goes along with it, then it really is dead on arrival, right? So you really pretty much got to nail that aspect of it first before anything else. And it will behoove you, if you're coming with OEM products to the market that actually use your technology that you're trying to display to everybody, and your machine isn't going to be as powerful as this machine, but if the user interface is liked by those people that use these powerful devices and talked about, like from the Linuses and everybody else, then you actually have a basis of which you can just have a good faith gesture, actually, to be honest with you. People can say now, instead of saying when your device hits the market, I don't know what the device is going to look like. I don't know what the device is going to be.
I guess I look at it like the VR market. You had all these companies jumping into the VR market, taking that hit or not taking that hit. The market itself didn't grow, and now you have these companies leaving that market. So it's just like, I'm looking at this like that. It's like, who's buying this? Because if the market itself's not growing, why would you care? Because they're not going to make one in 5 years from now.
Yeah, because again, this is showing their transition more and more to being purely a software company. All of these hardware, configurations that will be able to run this Xbox, front end, they're the Trojan horse for that. That is the end game for them, being able to have that as a true competitor to Steam, and seeing if they can penetrate the market in a way that nobody's been able to do against Steam. And granted, nobody has tried to take on Steam OS in that way. They're really the first ones to try to do it, and it behooves them to do it because everybody's on Windows, right? So it behooves them to do it. Like for me, I've always said I don't have a problem dealing with the Windows front end of PC gaming because I know that's part of it. Now, if you turn around and tell me, hey, we're streamlining that so that you can have a console-like front end on your PC, forget about handheld, whatever, but on your straight-up PC that you have connected to the television, and I could shut off all these extraneous programs and stuff that are running in the background, and I can get X amount of performance more because I'm able to do that. And this sort of smaller footprint operating system that allows gaming to be at the forefront works just as well on your tower PC with a 5090 in it as it does on this small little handheld. That's their game. That's the goal. They want to get their software in that state to be able to compete. The hardware, again, this is a partnership. They're not taking any risk on it. It's out there to see what happens. And if people, because I'm gonna tell you this, if their operating thing is great, right, and it still doesn't catch traction, I think they kill it. right? I think they kill the initiative if it doesn't move in on Steam's at all.
See,
Like if it doesn't move the
that's
needle.
why I'm so critical of it, because it's like if you're not trying to compete, you're not trying to grow in that market. You're just trying to give people an option that so happen to want it, and then it ends up, because let's be real, just because they say it has an option, they still have internal metrics on what they meet to demand. But if you're doing zero to be compelling to even remotely the everyday person, not even that, just the person that got a little bit of extra spending money, and that's beyond impulse buy. I'm like, why would I feel comfortable investing into something that I don't know if you're going to support in the next couple of years?
Well, Asus was always going to support their device.
Their device for sure.
Microsoft is supporting.
No, I'm talking about the non-Xbox person that would pick something like this up and build a library because they're being tossed the ideal that they could play their Xbox games on the go. So they would pick something like this up that, you know, probably primarily play on PC. Because to me, this is not looking at anyone remotely that already doesn't spend thousands of dollars into something. Most people are going to look at this product and say, okay, and never even touch this. It's going to be the people like you guys that already spend money on it. Now, like people like Saab, you got 3 or 4 different handhelds, so you got to compete with that people that's got multiple of them, because you're still targeting that library. So it's just like, in my opinion, when you're looking at something like you put another product that's really just a rebranded ROG Ally that's been restructured to be more towards Xbox.
Actual ROG Ally that has Xbox sensibilities.
Right.
I mean, yeah, absolutely right. I'm not saying that you're wrong in what you're saying. What I'm saying is I think the software is the more compelling part to the whole device.
Yeah.
Right? Because, again, the platform itself is Game Pass. That platform is movable and it can be placed anywhere. So that's your platform. All right. Now you're looking at the software, and the software itself is the software that you need to have pushing that vehicle. I think the operating system going against the Steam operating system, and everybody will tell you, before Steam had a Steam Deck, before Steam did Steam machines, Steam was Steam. They locked down that aspect of what it needed to be in order to be what it is in multi places. And I don't think Microsoft on Xbox has ever decided or ever had a concrete vision on what they wanted their storefront to be until we get a chance to see what this device actually does in the wild. I mean, because a select few got a chance to touch it. A select few got a chance to interact with it. I can't tell you if the operating system is any good. I can tell you that the ROG operating system is trash to me. I can tell you once I get into my Game Pass, I'm pretty much cool. I don't even like using Armory Crate. And even though Armory Crate is a great thing for some people, but for me, that thing doesn't work like that for me.
I guess to me, it's like already seeing the handheld market. Like, I'm willing to bet you that the Switch 2 in a year outsells all of those combined.
Oh, so, for sure.
So
that's
see,
not a thing though.
But the Switch is trying to compete in that market. They're trying to grow that market. Nintendo's trying to do that. I don't understand what these other people are doing. Like
that's
the thing is for Xbox at this.
I mean,
point
how
in
long
time,
has it been since Steam came out? The Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck, it's been like 4 years,
and we haven't heard nothing about a newer iteration.
No, Gabe was like, when I see a jump that really matters,
AKA, it didn't sell what I think it deserves to even pursue a sequel.
I don't think that is true.
No, I don't think Valve thinks that way.
Yeah,
Valve just kind of tinkers, and like whatever their fancy is, they're gonna do it. And you know, obviously, when they tried years ago with the Steam machine, there were a lot of things they got wrong. And I think they fixed all of that with the Steam machine, with the Steam Deck, right? So the Steam Deck showed that they can take the Nintendo idea, right, and apply it to the PC space, which is a much broader space.
People are saying Valve's never been a hardware-focused company. They've tried multiple times to get in the hardware and failed multiple times.
Actually, that trying to get into the hardware, they really OEM'd the device.
Yeah.
Right? And that in doing that aspect of it, they didn't have distribution and marketing in the sense that they were in a lot of places. So it kind of killed it itself.
Yeah, I mean, and they were never, like, the idea for them was never to sell 100 million Steam
Yeah,
Decks.
that's
not who they are. They're not that big. They can't do that.
I just feel like if it was successful in their metrics, they would have made another one by now.
The other one
I don't
is
think they
coming
think
at
that way.
some
4
point.
years.
but
4 years is a long time. That's almost half a console generation.
You can still play the games with no problem.
With no problem. Yeah, you're just, as the newer games are coming out, you don't. It just doesn't have the horsepower to run them.
Right.
But it can run.
I guess to me, the reason I would invest into like a handheld market is the future iterations would allow me to continue as long as I keep upgrading to play whatever I want on the go. And my worry is because they're not trying to compete in those markets. They're just trying to give you, like the bougie people, something to buy. If they don't sell what they feel is worthy of getting that, then in my opinion, it's like, do I get to a point where they don't make any more because they're not making the money that they would like, or the way things are going, especially these publicly traded companies, and they just cut it, and I have access to the games I bought there, and even if newer games come out, I'm just screwed. I can't get, like, to me it's like the handheld market just feels unstable to me.
Well, I think the handheld market is absolutely unstable because of the wild, wild west at the moment.
Yeah.
Where you have MSI coming out with the Claw, and you have the Lenovo Legion
The Legion Go. Yeah. And then you have more boutique ones that like cost like $1,500 and
$2,000.
$2,000. They're clamshells like a 3DS.
Yep.
Like, you have a lot of stuff out there that are basically portable PCs, right? And like King said, to the King's point, it's the Wild Wild West out there. There is kind of no baseline, and everybody's kind of working with this technology as it happens, right? I don't know that we'll ever get like an AI baseline of what this stuff should be, right? It's always going to be something new coming out. We're in that phase where all this stuff is happening very quickly. And the ability of these machines to run these more modern games is, increasing, I won't say exponentially, but it's increasing pretty quickly, where, the idea that you can run like a game, like even like a game that's a couple years old, like a Red Dead 2 or something like that, on a handheld at 60 FPS at like medium to high settings, running it, with FSR on and frame generation, all that stuff. Like, all these machines have all of these things that help boost the fidelity and the performance of these games in ways that these machines have not had to this point. And mind you, the handheld market has been around for a very long time, but in this iteration, this modern iteration, the Switch iteration of it, this is all new and it's all happening very quickly. So do I think you have to worry about you not being able to play your games on the go and access them? I think for somebody spending, $700-800 upwards of that, yeah, the idea that I may have to upgrade every 2 or 3 years to be able to get a performance boost good enough to play my games how I'm used to them playing might be a reality for some time. But the fact of the matter is, that's the nature of that ecosystem.
But the thing is Steam Deck's not even doing it. It's been 4 and we ain't got a new one. So, well,
Steam, because once again, Valve is not in the business of being the dominant thing. It just isn't. I mean,
we've got new iterations of ROG Ally, but we got a brand new ROG Ally yet, like a sequel to the original one.
A sequel? Well, this is it. This is it.
The Z2 Extreme.
Yeah, it's the Z2 Extreme chip. The chip is the next generation of chip. It isn't just an expanded version of the first one with a little more clock speed. It's definitely a new thing. It's based on AMD's sort of graphics technology. So it's RDNA 3.5, right? Where the original one is like RDNA 2 or 1.5, something like that. So it is taking advantage of the newer bells and whistles in RDNA 4, which is what we see now in the latest graphics cards, the 9070 XT.
Yep.
And I heard there will be some kind of new version of the 9070 XT with possibly more RAM and all this stuff coming out. So all these machines,
Google says ROG Ally hasn't even sold 1 million units.
There you go.
Okay.
It's for a niche. It is for, now, mind you, the product is niche, but the ecosystem that it accesses isn't niche. It allows you to access every single ecosystem. And that's the beauty of it, right?
That's the beauty for the consumers, bro. Are they making money off of that? It's funny for like, okay.
Yo, that's Cog that did that.
Yeah, he said $20 from the Iron Lords podcast. I'm about to board my plane and I've yet to see my redhead mermaid. Hashtag shake that tail addict. Hashtag Cog's revenge.
Unfortunately for you, Cog, you have failed the city because it's not happening. And that is perfectly fine that it's not happening.
Yeah, so we've beaten this to the thing, addict, is it's never gonna function like a closed ecosystem, like a Switch.
Yeah, it's
like,
not that.
It's never gonna be that, which is probably why Xbox shelved their own, because it's a closed ecosystem already. If you're not in the ecosystem already, yeah,
they
you could get the
because they
Xbox
stopped
user.
being able to sell hardware to the degree they needed to.
Well, there you go, right? There you go. So the hardest
probably
of the
a metric
hardcore
that you're assuming, and I think assumption is a very terrible thing to do in this world.
Well, that's all we do. We're content creators.
But I would say the hardest of the hardcores would
Like
be
you
the
assume
ones that
costume was
buy
gonna be a
two.
good look today.
All right.
I had to do it when he was drinking water.
I think we're good on this topic, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, we're good on this topic. All right, so the last topic is Xbox TVs and movies is kaput. As of July 18th, without warning, Xbox poked their head out the window and says, "No soup for you. It's over." You went to go get the new movie. I don't know what it was, a new TV show. You went to go hit the button, and the button didn't refresh for you. You said, "What the hell happened?" You turned your system off. You turned it back on. You went back in, and the button was gone. You realize Microsoft said, "That's it." And this is the fear for a lot of Xbox owners, that one day you wake up and your Game Pass says, "That's it for you." And I've seen everybody from people that never brought a movie, never brought a damn soundtrack, never did anything, out here where Tiki Torture is talking about Microsoft is at it again. They can't stop stepping off on rakes. This is going down. As a person who has purchased movies and music from Microsoft, they wasn't really marketed to me because I really didn't buy too much from the store at all. I have other places in which I do this stuff at. I really didn't care too much as long as my library was still accessible. So when they said your library is still accessible and you'll still be able to go into your library and do this, you just won't be able to purchase new stuff. And anybody that purchased anything as recently as the 17th will not get a refund. All right? They're not in a habit of giving back movies, money, or anything like that. You're going to have to deal with what you got. Lord Sovereign, being that you buy all your movies from Microsoft and you sit there bumping your Zoom, listening to your soundtrack, I want to know how you feel when Microsoft shut the doors on you without any warning on July 18th. How do you feel? What do you got to say?
Boy, thank goodness I never went down that rabbit hole, man. I was like, I don't know about this, man. I never felt comfortable going to them to purchase movies, especially, when you have your Netflixes, you have your Amazons or whatever. Obviously, that hasn't been a thing, since the very beginning of this, because they originally launched like a movies and TV storefront, like with the Zune marketplace, right? So this is like 2005, 2006, right? And then that changed. It morphed a couple of times into whatever it is at this point.
Like Xbox Video or something like that. At one
point. Xbox Video.
It was called something weird. I forgot what it was, but yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it became Xbox Video. It became Xbox Video, and then it was the
the
movies and the TV app.
Weird, and then it went to Xbox TV and app.
Yeah, movies, and so thankfully I never really engaged with that. I might have downloaded like a free thing, like once or twice, some kind of watch the first episode of this, series or something like that, and that was it. And for me, it was more about testing it. Oh, is the quality good and stuff like that? But I was never compelled to purchase all that stuff.
Groove, it was called Groove at one time.
Groove.
Yeah, Groove.
That was the music thing they used to do.
Groove Music, right? And they shut down Groove, what now? Probably 8 years ago, something like that. So they shut down Groove Music.
Nobody was grooving.
So when they did that, you already knew this was coming, right? At some point it was coming. And again, it just makes sense that they're not, I don't know how long they're going to leave the servers on for people who, to download whatever, it is that they purchased from them. But yeah, if you're looking to get refunds, that's not happening. They're just shutting this down. You know, it's funny because this is a conversation that's been happening generally in the space for a while now, because, you know, we had the Stop Killing Games movement and stuff like that. And there's like this perception by some that you purchase something, whether it's digital form, specifically in digital form, and the expectation is that you have access to it in perpetuity. It is yours. And that isn't really the case. When you purchase something digitally, it's kind of a license purchase, in that you purchased the right to use the license for as long as the life of the services or whatever. After that, you kind of, you know, ass out. Like, that's what it is. So yeah, like, you know, I feel for anybody who's kind of made this their storefront for all of their, you know, video purchases and stuff like that. Another thing that I heard, I don't know if this is true. So if whatever you have purchased with them, let's say you've purchased stuff in 4K or whatever,
right?
Apparently that's going away and you can only access it at 1080p or something like that. I don't know if that's true. I heard that somewhere. I was like, oh, that's like, you only have access to the wackest version of what you purchased.
Yo.
I don't know if that's true, but I heard that somewhere. I was like, nah, that can't be, man.
That's evil.
You know, for a company that's cleaning house in a lot of different ways, something like this, you know, they looked at the numbers. They're gonna let their, you know, their
20 streaming.
Some 720p it's streaming of something that you bought at a 4K price, mind you, right? That'd be crazy. So yeah, I'm sad for the people that have invested heavily in this. But I guess their thinking is like, look, we don't need to support this anymore. Amazon, Netflix, Apple, they got this on lock. Even other, like, I buy my 4K stuff from Voodoo.
You know what's not gonna be in 4K? Addict in his damn costume. Got like fine. 8 more chats to go.
It's fine. I'll wear this.
You know, let's go, chat. Let's
wore
make
that
it happen
on purpose. Hey, yo, it got to be a damn rule going on here. We cannot be putting on
no furries out of turn.
This can't control what I wear on the podcast.
Yo, it's wild that you
leading the witnesses. You leading.
How is me wearing this leading the witnesses?
Because you got people thinking you already did your thing.
Your thing.
You putting on this posable snuggie that you got with the posable hands on the head.
Posable snuggie.
Yo, it is so disgusting. I did
just
not
admit
realize.
You lost.
Oh, I gotta admit that I lost.
You become the host and you lost.
You set all of this up. You're a master genius. You planned it all out. I don't know what you're doing up under that rug under that robe is disgusting. I don't know what's happening. Yo, and he got the one button at the top. This is, bro, you blew my mind, because I'm like, why does he have this on? And then I realized anybody that's sitting there think the goal is already met and your ass already got on the costume.
It literally, the goal literally doesn't say anything about this. Like, you are reaching.
Don't read.
You are reaching.
Half the time, people do not read, and they like, "Oh,
you are reaching so much right now." You don't want to admit that. Okay, there you go. There you go. That's what I wanted to hear.
You won. I gotta bend the knee. And look, and he takes it off. He takes it off after he wins. I told you. I told you it was all about
foul,
the hustle.
Addict. That's foul, bro.
Wow. This is the most. I know it exactly when it's my turn. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear the banana costume the whole damn time, and I'm going to distract this dude.
And be like, yeah, I already did it. I already did it. Watch last week's episode.
That's it. Yo, I swear I appreciate each and every last one of y'all that trying to keep this guy steady, but knowing that he's up to shenanigans. I'm so sick and tired of it. Yo, anyway, you finished with that part, Sav? I'm sorry. I interrupted you. You know why? Because I get frustrated. I'm like looking here, and if I can see it through these shades.
They say they make you reach your goal in like minutes.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting that how I'm treated. And you know, I get a chance to see how Cog is treated too. Like, for some reason, dudes want to do this to the black people. I don't know, man.
Oh, we making this about race.
Nah, I gotta say it, man.
Don't shoot, he's not black.
Hey, yo, for real, man. Yo, I don't know, man.
I'm not black.
Yeah, I swear to God, if I had to put on a Little Mermaid suit, that Little Mermaid suit would have been funded 20 hours ago, bro. Yo, Addict, I don't know, man. I think it's racism. Now let me stop playing like that. Yo, Addict, being that you got knees today, pause, and I lost to you, how do you feel about Xbox closing this up? I appreciate you, bro. You got to read that super chat, Sovereign.
Hold on a second. Let me see.
I appreciate you, bro.
Let me see. We got Spartan 661 $10 super chat. Freezy Freeze on the Little Mermaid. Either way, it's going to be fun. Yes, that is true.
I'm gonna make this fast because that means we only need 4.
Yeah, we got Hollywood Rules, $5 super chat. Thank you, King. People whined all week like they don't have multiple accounts with everything connected. For the 3 guys that can't buy an Xbox anymore. Then we got Spartan 661 $10 super chat. I can't do it all at the chat realm. That's right. Spartan's out here doing the Lord's work and you're not helping him out.
Hold on. Let's finish this because it's mad close. Okay, so it comes down to it. I do think it's weird that they would shut this down so like quick with like not like.
Wait, he didn't finish reading super chat.
I have one more super chat. Then we'll go to it. All right. Then we got the Iron Rook $20 super chat. It's Cog's fault. He's got the chat conditioned to save their super chats for when he starts talking about Naruto and Bleach. But yeah, I turned in an hour late and saw whatever he's wearing. I thought I missed something.
Facts. See, that's what it is. See, I told you.
Now, he's just agreeing with you now, just so it'll make you feel better. He's just agreeing with you.
Nah, it's psychological warfare, and you just actually did it. And everybody thinking that, all right, the goal is already met because they tune in and they see you and they be like, oh, yeah, he did the goofy stuff. They already got his ass. All right, and no, that's not absolutely true. And then we get deep into conversation talking about the topic, and then it passed, and I look up, I'm like, yo, he did it. He's an absolute genius.
Lulling them to sleep. Yeah.
I got you, son. I swear to God, it was my turn. I got you, son. And y'all better not. I know it's absolute racism. I'm just saying. If it's in the first 5 seconds of my goal and y'all reach it, y'all hate me. Y'all hate me. Y'all hate me. And it got nothing to do with my skin. It got to do with me. It's racism against me.
It is. Because Cog is the King is the host now. King next week.
Yes, let's go. Keep going. Keep going.
King got to explain to Cog why
we need 3 more.
Is the only.
We need 3 more.
Why
put a dollar. Put a dollar.
No, we don't need 3 more. We need we need 5 more. I don't know why Cog put 6 out of 10 for the go.
What? Stop. Why you just lying?
No, that's not how it goes. We got
that Void Lock $2 super chat. Y'all get the super chats in.
No, he just said we needed 4.
Now King has to go.
Rewind the tape.
Now King has to go, and he has to tell Cog.
Rook member for 3 months, Lord Bronze being the Spartan can't carry it. Get those yellows in.
And it comes down to it with this like Xbox stuff. You know, I do think that the only people really doing is Amazon. So if they weren't really making the money doing it, and like no other competition's really doing it, then I don't really blame them for shifting out like this. But it is an interesting move to say the least. I will say that.
That's all you got to say about it.
That's all.
You just trying to get out of here real quick.
We gotta end. We gotta end now.
Elaborate nothing more.
We got places to go.
Well, I'm elaborate on it, being that the fact that it kind of affects me most because it really didn't affect Sovereign. It really affected me most. I have all my Boondock episodes there. I got all my Rick and Morty's there. I got all my Godzillas there, and I got a couple of other movies. I got a couple of movies that I did get free, and I got a lot of other movies that I did purchase. And like Sovereign said, purchasing a movie in 4K, you pay that 4K price, right?
Fine, we just need 4. People are saying I did say 4. So
you did say 4, so we need 3 because one super chat came in, and you keep doing it again.
Don't count towards it.
$2 counts.
No,
everything
it
counts.
Doesn't. We've never see now. You try to change the rule to make it appeal to you
because the show is almost over.
$2 have never counted towards it.
I count your $2 as I love you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Look at this. It's over. Now let's go. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You're wearing that.
Now we need 2 more. Now we need 2.
You in that fish suit now.
Just hurry up and finish. Hurry up and finish.
Anyway, back to what I was saying. Back to you in the fish suit. Let's read that super chat. Let's respect that super chat.
No, we can read it later, Saul.
Get it done, people. $20 super chat.
Keep going. Keep going. We don't need to keep talking about
So
this.
anyway, so the fact that this thing affected me probably the most. Now, The music, I'm not gonna tell you that I got my music there. I get my music through Amazon. I get my music through Amazon Prime. It's part of my membership. It's part of the stuff that I got going on in the house, like Alexa and Ring and all that other stuff. So I really use that, right? So I'm not gonna say I'm upset about the music. But the movie thing kind of piss me off because sometimes if I'm sitting there and I use this one device that I will go and I say, well, what movies they got on sale? And yeah, hey, babe, you want to watch a movie? Let's read that super chat. The Iron Brook, I appreciate
we don't gotta do it.
we gotta read that super
$10
chat.
super chat. Got a back addict on that. We've never counted ones under the goal limit.
Yo, stop it, bro. yo, you supposed to be.
It really is the chat versus King.
Yo, I really appreciate.
You know what's
it,
funny?
but-
They are telling you you're wrong, but still giving you towards your code.
No. It's like, anyway, back to what I was saying, right? All right, so let's say we watching a movie will pop up and I'm like, oh, good, I'm gonna get it. Let's read that super chat. That super chat matters a lot.
Boy, lock $10 super chat. My $2 not good enough. Addict being bougie.
Facts. Appreciate him. And we got one more super chat left, and it's over. And he wears the fish costume. Addict, could you put that Little Mermaid up on the screen just so the people can know exactly what you're gonna wear? I just need to see that Little Mermaid one more time because you're gonna wear. This time he's gonna wear the wig. Remember the last time he didn't wear the wig? Oh, the wig is going. Boom. Lord Sovereign, my man.
Yeah. Wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
Yo, let me tell you something. Solve. You know I couldn't super chat, right? Let me tell you why I couldn't super chat. Because I signed in through the Streamlabs. Right?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It didn't allow me to super chat because it wasn't going through my bank account. And I'm sitting there frustrated because I couldn't get out. Yo, oh my God. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, son. Let's read that other super chat.
We got
man.
the Iron Brook. Hold on, I got to think here. I don't take sides. I love everyone equal. $10 super chat. Shout out to the Iron Brook.
Blessings. We'll find out when it's my turn.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to what I was talking about. So I see a movie pop up, and I say to myself, "Yo, ex-wife, yo, you want to go get that?" We get it, and we watch the movie. So I built up not a substantial library, not a great library, but through all the streaming stuff that we do have out here in this world, I really buy less and less, and actually just wait for stuff to pop up. I'm really game passing it when it comes to movies, to be honest with you. So I do have Netflix, I do have Amazon, we do have Stars, we do have all types of different stuff.
Yeah.
So I know for Microsoft, paying for these licenses to have these movies here, to paying for a storefront to keep up that is not bringing in the dough, doesn't make sense. They really cut labor. So could you imagine maybe those people, some of those people that they did cut was running those sites that actually wasn't bringing in dough, wasn't being cost effective, right? And they probably looked at it and said, can AI run these? And realized that it didn't make sense for it to do that either. And said, well, rather just cut it and take the loss on it than actually keep it running. Now, I'm not caring about whatever the corporation does, because if they do something backdoor, like one day they rocking and the next day they not, first of all, warn me ahead of time.
Yeah.
Let me know ahead of time so I know what we're doing. At least give me the month out. I saw when PlayStation or Sony had the problem that they were doing. I don't know if it was Crunchyroll or something else like that. It was Warner Brothers Discovery. And for a large portion of the people that was in the UK or whatever, couldn't access a lot of the popular BBC titles. Now, that is the British Broadcasting something channel. Nothing else that your weird dudes are into. Anyway, so they couldn't access that network and some of the stuff like that. But then they were in a contract negotiation. This is not contract negotiation. This is just termination. This is not, all right, we're going to extend the licenses and see how this works. This is just going away and never coming back. Didn't happen just to Xbox. This happened to Surface and to the Microsoft Store. This happened to people that never brought an Xbox. People that go take their laptops to watch their movies, going on flights, let me download the movie and just take it and go. If this was your one-stop shop, let's read these super chats because I appreciate these dudes.
Let me see that we have Fark Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
That's my dude.
10 pound super chat. Get that Little Mermaid costume ready. Then we have Mac 22 TH54. I don't know how I should read that, bro. I'm just reading it the way that I see it. $10 super chat because the king commands it.
Bless you, man. Appreciate it. So thank you guys, because I couldn't super chat. I was mad. I was frustrated. Yo, if y'all just to see it. It was a minute. If you saw me get real quiet and look at that screen, it kept telling me no. And I'm looking, I'm like, that's not the 4 numbers on my card. Like, what is this thing doing? So I was really pissed off at that because I was trying to get it. I was gonna pay the $50. I didn't care. Yo, so again, this kind of is last minute type of thing. I understand. I'm not defending the corporation. I really don't care to defend the corporation. But if they're saying stuff like, and this is the first time I heard this, right? That you'll be able to stream it in 1080p. No, you don't.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. But that is wild, bro.
Don't you do that? I'm gonna take you to court. Right? Sony's in court right now with some stuff. You gonna go to court next? I don't give a damn. I don't care about how many times I watch Godzilla. I brought it in 4K. That's what you're gonna show it. But you do have avenues to download it and to put it onto a hard drive or SSD or something like that. But again, my heart goes out to anybody that made this their only place to access their movies. I'm not going to say I don't support your anger. I'm not going to say I don't support your outrage, because I actually do support it. And I'm sitting in it with you, to be honest with you, because I did get a couple of movies that I like because I brought it on a device that I sit in front of the TV with, and I use the majority of the time. Until I kind of fell off of that because movies started coming out at a different cadence. When we were in lockdown, I think I purchased more movies then and watched more movies then because they were available simultaneously at the movie theater. Well, we couldn't go to the movie theater at home. So that's when you got a chance to watch that stuff. And that's when I purchased the most, direct to video. So I think once we started going back to the movies, and now that we do R&R and I'm actually going out to the movies, I tend to purchase less. My viewing pleasure is really done to TV shows with Disney Plus and so on and so on. So this is disheartening to see this, but then there is a restructuring going on at Xbox and Microsoft, right? For the Microsoft aspect of it, for anybody that does go on the go, that does download their movies to their phone or whatever, I do hope that you're able to put it in different folders and your library does live on in other places. And for those Xbox guys, I hope the same thing. But the fact that you're still able to use it, they didn't shut it down completely. I don't know what their recourse to that. Maybe you can use AI to just run those servers there, that just instead of new purchasing, they can just continue to watch over the purchases that are there. I think that is a thing. But if it's not, I don't know if in the EULA, Microsoft has a mass suing. Is it not like Nintendo? I think we can sue en masse. And I will be down to sign any petition to make sure that that stuff is available for people that did purchase, because I am one of the few who did get a couple of movies that they do like. And I do have all of my Rick and Mortys, all of my Boondocks, like all of them, bro. Rick and Morty, anytime the season came out, I purchased it there, right? Because I like Rick and Morty. So, but I appreciate you guys, everybody, for showing up. For I hope everything is okay with Forte. He had to bounce out of there. He said he had to go get his daughter, so I hope everything is fine.
I think his daughter is trying to get him to do like a birthday dinner or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. As long as nothing's wrong. And Salvin had popped out, and I think it was part of Addict's plan to disrupt the show.
As soon as I called him Darkwing Duck, I got sniped.
Facts. And I want y'all to really look at Lord Addict right now.
I want you guys to know that he led the witness.
He no longer has on the Snuggie. He started off with the Snuggie. Apparently the AC was working in his house. Like, did he turn it off? I doubt it. He put on some frog suit, right? he reluctantly, I think he skewed the numbers for the goals. I'm telling you, and he purposely told you guys you had 4 super chats to go, and then told you got 5 more to go after 2 more came in. He was doing things purposely not to meet the goal, to sabotage me, to sabotage this situation. Knowing last night Sovereign was going to be the host for the show, I think it was all engineered for him not to wear that costume. I gotta ask you a question. Being that you got a chance to see the videos, Lord Attic, and this one Neil is here. Did you watch Lord Cognito's videos before you posted them for the world to see?
No, I was specifically told not to, and he even named them something completely different, so I couldn't see what they were.
So he uploaded them.
He uploaded them. You didn't get a chance to watch them.
He put them in a Dropbox. I downloaded them and put them straight into OBS. I didn't watch them.
Okay. I want y'all guys to remember him saying that, and I'm going to go back to the earlier part in this video, and I'm going to clip it, and I'm going to bring it back next week, because I do believe Attic said that he knew what he was supposed to be. I don't know. I'm not concrete on that.
I think you just have some conspiracy theories, and you kind of go with whatever.
I do, but I'm glad that they.
Do you have a tinfoil hat? Do you have a tinfoil hat with you?
I do. I have 2 of them.
You should probably wear them next week.
Well, no, I won't. Well, actually, I'm gonna wear a whole banana suit next week so they don't reach the goal. All right, but I want to appreciate everybody for showing up. Again, we were shorthanded today, but the team came through. We did what we were supposed to do, and we didn't have the instigator on today. As you noticed, the show went fast.
Yeah, notice that. You know what's funny? Right? Hold on. I want to bring that up. Defining Duke, 3 or 4 hours long.
Yep.
ILP, 4 or 5 hours long.
5.
Constellation, 3 or 4 hours long. What do all these have in common? Cognito's part of them.
Yo, you notice this show
Constellation is canceled now.
this show is done early, 3 hours, in and out.
Yep.
Well, so, 15. Look at that. Spartan said Attic said he didn't watch them.
Okay. Thank you, Spartan. I'm gonna go back and watch the video and make sure myself. I don't know. I could be wrong. Listen, I'm not casting aspersions on him. I'm going to take the man as a man of his word, even though I know he was shiesty today. But Lord Sovereign, we finished on time. You didn't have to dip out.
That's right. My goodness.
Tell the people where they can find you and what you're doing this week. I appreciate you for being here, brother.
This week, I'm going to keep playing Donkey Kong, man. See if I can get anywhere and then stop destroying the freaking scenery and see that. But yeah, man, I got some games coming out soon. Hopefully, we can talk about, some things that are coming out. I'm excited for Rangebound, in August. And we're looking at like Snake Eater, and we're looking at Shinobi. Yeah, man. Helldivers, Gears coming again, Mafia, the whole country.
We're gonna have to do a Helldivers
community stream,
and it's crossplay, so I can play it on PlayStation, so we don't have to buy it on Xbox.
Yeah. Oh, we got.
You don't have to buy it on Xbox. All right. Why the hell would I do
that? Well, I'm just saying, so it save money on the ILP bank. Well, people
we ain't trying to save money. We trying to make sure we run it up on these bumps. Stop playing out here, son.
I mean, you are. Stop console warring. Stop console warring.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the host. Anyway, let's go.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Real quick, 2 more super chats. Real quick, we got Fonz Gaming, $5 super chat. Listen while putting together furniture in the new place. Thank y'all for what you do. Love y'all. Love you too, brother. Congrats on the new place.
Congratulations, Fonz.
Then we have Spoony Love with the 100 THB. I look up what that is. My apologies. Shout out to the Lords on a mini vacay. So don't ask me what I'm doing up at this hour. Never mind. Hope the durian tastes better than it smells. Hashtag Road to Tokyo.
Here's the thing. This week, we have a Patreon question we have to answer real quick. It's something simple. I want to make sure we get it because we didn't do it at the beginning because when King won the thing, I was a little in my feelings. So I was like, you know what? Forget that.
Okay. The THB is Thai bots. Thai bots.
Right,
so he said, ooh.
Astro Parrot, he says in King's voice, Sony, baby. Say it, King.
Sony, baby.
And the Lords, what are you most excited about for Japan?
Who's going first?
Oh man,
I'll go first. I actually want to. I'm really excited. They actually had like these Pokemon cafe things. They actually told me I need to reserve one now. It's like it's like a Pokemon Center like lunch thing, or I don't know what it is. I'm looking forward to maybe not being like eating at one if we can't get one, but at least seeing one. I'm excited just to see the anime and gaming incorporated into a country like that. Because they definitely double down. Like there's Demon Slayer energy drinks over there right now. Like like they really go all out for like all of my passions. And you know, I'm excited to see where the Persona 5. There's a certain scene where you go into a subway and you go left over this like giant walkway. Apparently that's in Shibuya. I'm excited to see about that. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. We coming up on it. Like I told you guys, we have a lot of plans. We're going to be streaming out there. I do want to do a live podcast with Genki, but we have to figure out logistically how easy it is to do that. So, you know, it is what it is with that. Fork posted this. I think he posted this last week, but you guys can look at it on the stream in a second. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
It's ridiculous, son. Yo, that's you, Sal.
Chill. Let me see. Yo, I saw this.
It's out of control.
Chill. That's wow. Yeah. As for me, I'm just excited to see like just historical places. Obviously, to be able to go to TGS and be there as press is really something special. So excited to see, you know, what that environment is like. And hopefully, you know, make some great connections over there. And then in terms of seeing the country, I mean, it's just like, you know, where to start. Like, you know, I want to see torii gates and Shinto shrines. I want to see, obviously, the countryside. Just do all the touristy stuff that, you know, people that have lived there forever don't do. That's kind of what I want to do, and take in as much of the culture as possible. So honestly, I'm open to whatever. Like, you know, if we got to travel, you know, a half a day to get to where we want to, you know, see this whatever thing, I'm happy to do it.
There was one particular place I really wanted to go, but it was just so far off the beaten track. It would take like 6 hours to get there, but it was the ramen shop that's in Naruto that it was based off of. But it was so.
You're gonna have to.
But it's like a 6 hour bullet train.
We'll figure it out.
Bullet train. Then
well, maybe if like something takes us around that area, we can all just go there and eat there.
Figure it out.
Or maybe just me and you just disappear and just go. But
and lastly for me, just, you know, to see, you know, just
I'd hate to hold it real quick. I'd hate to go there and it's one of those places where they don't let foreigners eat there.
Oh no!
Oh well, then I just won't be able to eat there, and I'm just gonna be like, "Thank you, I appreciate that I'm able to see it." And if you just didn't want me to dine here, I appreciate.
We're going to Tokyo in September. September we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there for TGS.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for me, like seeing the remaining sort of structures of sort of the, you know, the classic gaming and stuff over there. This past week, we just found out that the last sort of Sega arcade that had been sold is officially closing before we get there.
Yeah.
So we won't be able to see that. But anything that's sort of left of sort of classic gaming, you know, monuments to gaming, if it's still there, I'd definitely like to go see that for sure.
Me. Definitely want to take in, is this 2D cafe? Like the food is 2D, the restaurant is 2D. I want to go there. It was another cafe that they had.
They said we want to go to the Maid Cafe.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll probably want to try that.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to go to the cafe where if you sit alone, they give you a teddy bear that spits you.
Did you see there's a cafe out there where they give you these robots that are powered by disabled people out there, and they talk to you.
For real?
Yeah.
I'm definitely want to try that. I don't know. It's for a very long time, the whole idea of Japan felt so it can't happen, and then we started doing this, and I realized that it could happen, and then last year I said that it will happen. And this year that it is going to happen. I feel the level of respect. And I don't want people to think that we're going to go out there and do like buffoonery.
Oh, hell no.
Loud in
No.
the street, or we're going to be recording in places that we can't record. No, we're going to go there with the utmost respect for Japan and their culture. We're going to go there with the utmost respect for the
I told
people
Cog,
that
I was like, you
there.
can't touch those trees.
Yeah,
Like they're very very
the
protective over
bonsai
those trees.
the cherry blossoms. Don't do that.
Mhm.
But we're going to read the do's and don'ts before we get there. But also, to see the nightlife. I want to see the day life. I do want to ride a train. I do want to go to a supermarket. I just want to see. I want to breathe the air. So is a lot of things that people will probably take for granted. I just definitely won't, because it's something that I feel that, listen, if it's not for Japan, video games don't come back, right? I was there when the crash happened. I saw Atari. I brought ET. I did all of that, right? I was there with the ColecoVision and everything. I saw the mess that America made, the Western civilization made, the mockery of video games. And then for Nintendo to come back, and then me, through Nintendo, finding PC Engine, and then just going further, Sega, and I got to give credit to Sega as well as Nintendo, bringing us back to video games, and to see Sega thriving right now. I would definitely love to go to Sega headquarters over there to get a chance to have a conversation with somebody, if it's not the CEO over there, just to talk about gaming. But it's through you guys. You guys are getting us there. So really, the flight going there, it's a lot of feelings that I have going to this thing. And I listened to Sovereign today, and he said something that was really funny, but it's very on point. I always ponder my place in the universe, right? So, and it's funny that if you don't know me, you don't know that part, right? You probably think that King is surface level. Actually, I'm not. I'm sitting there really in heavy, deep thought 90% of the time. And sometimes my thoughts, like this conversation, is a really Hideki.
Hideki.
Kojima, right?
Kojima.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Who's the guys like, who the hell is Hideki? But nah, it's those things. So really, I really didn't. I know when I get there, that part. And then when I document everything and what I was truly grateful for, then y'all understand. But it's everything. If you don't see the smile on my face every time I talk about it, it's because my mind is filled with wonderment. So it's the wonderment of it all. So going over the ocean, seeing when we get to see Tokyo coming into view in a plane, like, oh my God.
We're gonna be like Puerto Ricans when they land. It's like
Yo, and if somebody's at the airport with a sign that says "Welcome King,"
I
think I'd probably cry, bro. I think I'll probably cry.
Welcome, Iron Lords. That's crazy.
Nah, individuals have individual us. Son. Welcome, Sovereign. Like,
yeah, it's gonna be special for
let's
sure.
get to these super chats real quick.
Oh, we got a couple more before we go. Okay. Da-da-da-da. We've got JD Gamer, $5 super chat. Pathetic port begging ponies still got no games. Hashtag no PS6. They're going to be an app on the new Xbox hybrid. One box to rule them all, baby. War is forever. Shout out to JD Gamer.
I couldn't do it today, JD. I'm sorry.
We were missing you, JD.
I couldn't do it today.
Then we have the Iron Rook, $10 super chat. Got to get off my butt and actually go to Japan and go to a sports festival. I go to a video game convention and go to an anime convention. I don't know how I've been to all of this for so long without that. Facts.
Yeah. TGS is going to be wild.
Yeah.
So imagine the faces that see us when we there.
Yeah.
Nuts.
They'll be like, what? Oh, damn, I made it here.
Surprise.
Well, it's going to be crazy, especially me and King. We're going to tower over a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm used to towering over people already. Like, if we go to these events, King, we might come across maybe 200 people that are our height, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, most of the time, like, when you walk this tall, everyone is, like, at, like, your nipple level.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
That's it. We are caught up.
So, Lord Addict, where can the people find you this week? What do you got going on? Tell the people before we get up out of here.
Find me on Twitter at Lord Addict ILP. Find me on YouTube at Gaming Addict. I'll be posting. I've been slowly, switching up content there. I've been doing more reviews. I got a review going out, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't particularly tell you which one. It is a late review, so it will be popping like later on in the day. Want to thank everyone for coming through. Want to thank Forte for coming through. Want to thank the chat for pulling up. The $100 one didn't work for me for some reason, but we're gonna toss the $70 5-1, and we're gonna keep that going for the rest of my conversation. Like everyone said, Japan and E3 was like two scenarios I never thought was possible. Like I always thought that was like a tell, something that would never happen. Japan especially, and you guys are the reason we're going. And it's like I told you, don't think we're gonna go over there and be like, okay, we're gonna give you content there too. Like it's like I said, for TGS, we will be live streaming a lot of that portion of our trip. After TGS, I think we got like 3 or 4 days of, because we don't want to go out there for 2 or 3 days and then do the 18-hour flight back. So we went ahead and stayed for a couple more days after TGS. And that's when we're going to go check out some, Shonen Temple, like all the stuff that we want to do. Don't think that we're going to leave you guys out. Like, you're going to experience some of this stuff with us.
Yep.
Facts.
And this is Lord King David. And you can catch me on Xbox Frontline News and Frontline Gaming Streams, where I'll probably be streaming Donkey Kong today. Now, I got to go replace a plant because I hurt my wife's plant. So I got all types of guff for it today. Yeah. So I'm just getting yelled at and all types of things. So I got to go buy some plant food. I got to buy a little bit of dirt, and I got to buy some plant repair. So that the King will be doing for the next half an hour, because I'm going to go to Home Depot because I have a plant section, a gardening section. But yeah, that's where you can catch me. You can catch me online on Twitter being messy. Shout out to Lord Cognito. Fly home safe. Get back here so next week I could be as messy as I want to be, and this podcast could be 12 hours.
Yeah, and also I'm gonna send you guys over to my dude Rex Gaming. He's over there choosing right now what game he streams next. I want you guys to go over there. I want to rig his poll, man. I want to see him play Zelda. He ain't never played Zelda. I want you to go over there and vote for Zelda. Yeah, let's see that man play Zelda, because he ain't never played Ocarina of Time.
I'm going in there. I'm going to go vote for Zelda.
We got real quick before we go. I shout out to C Beck. He reaches out to me on Xbox Live. His suggestion was that Addict should be George Jefferson. I didn't see it till now.
Nah, that's not happening, sir. That's not happening.
Send you guys over there. Really appreciate all
that's hilarious, though.
Appreciate all the support, and we will see you next week, reunited with Cog. And we're gonna
12-hour podcast.
And we're I'm sure Cog will have some criticisms for King, but
12-hour podcast.
See you guys.
Inbound.
Peace.